it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. Casey saw all the games, knew the players by their first names, told the umpire he was wrong all along, good and strong. When the score was just 2-2, Casey knew what to do, just to cheer up the boys she knew. She made the gang sing this song. Take me out to the ball game, take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jack. I don't care if I never get back. Let me root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game.
Baltimore, you are seeing history being made today.
O-R-I-O-L-E-S. Magic, 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 magic. Orioles magic.
Yes.
Magic.
All right. Greetings, folks, and welcome to live coverage of this BirdWatcher Channel special event. Tonight, it's the World Baseball Classic semifinal, featuring Team United States playing Team Dominican Republic. Folks, this one should be a dandy. Two very strong lineups. You got Paul Skenes on the mound for the U.S. going up against Luis Severino for the Dominican Republic. The Dominican Republic have dominated their way to this stage of the tournament. One game away for these teams from the final. And that final will be played against a team we already know nobody was really expecting to be in the final. You have Venezuela upsetting Japan last night, and Italy continue their incredible journey. They have yet to be defeated with a win over Puerto Rico. So Italy against Venezuela on the opposite side of this bracket in one semifinal. And USA versus Dominican Republic tonight. Basically, 2 pools have survived out of the 4, and the other 2 pools have already been eliminated. The USA and Italy pool moved on and both won, those 2 teams, and same for Venezuela and Dominican Republic. Could be an all pool final if we get rematched against Italy, or Dominican Republic gets rematched against Venezuela, or perhaps we might have a chance to see Venezuela or Dominican Republic against Italy. Who knows? But we've got action tonight. Now, today, just about an hour and a half ago, the Orioles had a game against the Yankees, and it's already over. I was planning on calling every Orioles game that's televised this spring, but because of the late start and overlap with this game, I decided, well, I'll just go on the air a little bit early and just peek in on the Orioles game and maybe discuss what's going on with it. Well, guess what, folks? I did the right thing. The Orioles and Yankees has been rained out. They did manage to play 2 innings plus 1 batter. The Yankees came up to hit in the top of the 3rd. First batter got a base hit, and that was when they put the tarp down on the field, and they called it after about, I don't know, half an hour, 45 minutes. It didn't take long. But, yeah, good thing. I think the baseball gods, the weather gods, were thinking about your boy BW here and just knowing the guilt that I feel. Even though it's just a spring exhibition game, the Orioles playing the Yankees and me not calling it, it didn't sit well with me. But guess what, folks? The game never happened. Something did happen in the game worth mentioning. The Orioles did take a 2-0 lead in the game with 2 runs in the first inning. It was Paul Blackburn on the mound for the Yankees, and he gave up a walk to Pete Alonso, a single to Sammy Basayo. They were then put at second and third after a wild pitch, and with 2 down, a 2-out RBI single by Tyler O'Neill, who is recently back with his club team after playing for his national team. O'Neill right back into it with a big hit today. It's not going to count. The entire game has been washed out, so any stats put up will not sit with those players for their spring stats. But we did see it happen, folks. It did happen. Tyler O'Neill with a 2-run single, and the Orioles with a nice rally there in the first inning to take a 2-0 lead on the Yankees. We'll just have to leave it at that. I call it a win. The Orioles win it, folks. The Orioles have defeated the Yankees today. Yes. That's right. Counts to me. That's as good as a win as any. Another win over the Yankees. Put another one on the belt. We've done it again. All right, there's the ball game. Folks, we got plenty of time, like a half an hour before the first pitch. But I did want to go on a bit early, try to get a jump start. I'm sure there's a lot of play-by-play YouTubers out there calling this game here tonight. Anything I can do to get a little bit of a leg up, I need it. I'm a small channel. But would you like to hear the starting lineups for this game here tonight? Venezuela and Italy will be playing tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Eastern. That'll be a little bit earlier. Hey, Ken Rosenthal, he's sitting down and interviewing a player. I'm sure he prefers to do it this way. No need for the telephone books. Talking to Fernando Tatis Jr., all he's done in this tournament is go 7 for 16, 438 average at the top of the lineup. This Dominican Republic lineup is sick, folks. If you told me this was an all-star team lineup, I'd be like, hey, finally the voters got it right. Because, I mean, at least from an offensive standpoint, I mean, there's one guy on here who I can point to and say, defensively, you stink. But he's also batting third in the lineup, so you know he can hit. Yeah, this Dominican Republic lineup. Folks, if you've been watching along with me, you know about the U.S. lineup. I asked for a couple of changes for tonight's when we were playing our win over Canada. And let's see who's in the Charm City chat here. We got Matt. No, I don't want to exit. Whoops, I almost just ended the entire stream on one click. Let's check in with the Charm City chat. Am I working here? I look like I'm stalled out. Did I just click something bad? Okay, I'm good. Charm City chat, there's Matt, George, Daniel. Hey, Bill, how you doing, buddy? Long time no see. Good to see you again. I think it showed something. Yeah, I can get rid of this pinned comment now. I think I can. Remove. There we go. Well, and unpin. I mean, I'm trying to get rid of. There it is. Oh, Bill just renewed his Magic membership status. Thank you, Bill.
And I want to thank you very much for that. I really do.
Welcome back for another season of Orioles baseball, Bill. Good to see you. George, Phantom, Ronnie, Chawa, Thomas, Michael. How you guys doing? We got anybody on the vertical side? Looks like a few. Daniel and George checking in on that side. Thank you, guys. Right. What was I going to say? Yeah, so if you were with me watching the Canada game, I called for 2 changes to the lineup that is the, quote-unquote strongest lineup that Mark DeRosa has gone with since the start of the tournament, and that was 1. I don't care about Alex Bregman being considered better for one reason or another, you got to put Gunnar Henderson in there. I would accept if you put Bregman at second, sat Terang, and got Gunnar in that way, but I didn't see that happening. DeRosa talked about that being a possibility during the pool stage, but since they didn't do it, I figure they're not going to try and tinker like that at this stage of the tournament. So my thought was the only way Gunnar's going to start is if they sit Bregman. Well, guess what, folks? Bregman sits. Gunnar starts. That is a good thing.
Hey, everybody, we're all going to get laid.
Yes, sir. Gunnar Henderson's going to bat fifth, right in the middle of this lineup tonight, behind Kyle Schwarber. The other change I wanted to see, and not that it would be as big as a surprise, I guess, because, at the catcher position, you're going to see more alternating regardless. But bottom line, there was a day off. They could have gone with either. And Cal Raleigh has had easily the worst showing of any of the position players here from Team USA so far in the World Baseball Classic. Has he gotten a hit yet? I don't think so, but I know he's had a passed ball. I know his biggest highlight at this stage of the tournament is basically shrugging off a friendly little fist pump hello from his teammate in Seattle, Randy Arozarena, during the USA-Mexico game. That's pretty much Cal Raleigh's only highlight. He's going to sit Will Smith, who's got plenty of experience playing in the biggest of games as the starting catcher for the Dodgers for the last several years. You got him in there tonight. And then the final one, I think this one is no surprise at all. As the tournament has progressed, Pete Crow Armstrong with that big game against Italy, couple of home runs, an extra left-handed bat to go up against the right-handed Severino on the mound for the Dominican Republic. It's a choice between him and Byron Buxton, and they went with Crow Armstrong. He will bat ninth in the order. So I'm happy with this lineup. I cannot look at DeRosa's lineup tonight and argue with a single thing. I cannot argue with a single thing. You got Bobby Witt Jr. leading off at shortstop. Bryce Harper batting second and playing first base. Aaron Judge is in right field hitting third. Kyle Schwarber, cleanup hitter and DH specialist. Gunnar Henderson is at third base batting fifth. Will Smith will hit sixth and play at the catcher spot. Roman Anthony in left field once again. He is batting seventh. Bryce Terang at second base will hit eighth. And then Pete Crow Armstrong will bat ninth and play center field. So in terms of what side of the plate they hit from, you're looking at right, left, right, left, left, right, left, left, left. Nice. Just three right-handed bats in the lineup against Severino. One of them is named Aaron Judge. One of them is named Bobby Witt Jr. And then you got Will Smith in there. All right. The Dominican Republic lineup. The U.S. lineup might sound good. This might sound a little bit better. Leading off in right field is Fernando Tatis Jr. Ketel Marte is at second base, switch hitter, hitting second. Juan Soto. Boo. 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 Juan Soto batting third in left field. Vlad Guerrero Jr. is the cleanup hitter at first base. Manny Machado batting fifth at third base. Junior Caminero will DH and hit sixth. Julio Rodriguez in center field hitting seventh. Austin Wells will bat eighth and do the catching. And Geraldo Perdomo switch hitting shortstop. I do believe he's got a gold glove to his credit, right? Didn't Perdomo pick up a gold glove a year, maybe 2 years ago? Good defensive shortstop, switch hitter batting ninth. Weakest bat in this lineup that otherwise there's no hiding from these hitters. There's no, let me get to this guy and see if I can get him out instead. No, everybody's really, really good. Paul Skenes has got himself quite the assignment. I mean, This is really exciting. This is really exciting. I wish I had. I mean, does this get people pumped up? I'll have music make things sound more exciting. All right, there you go. This is really exciting. Okay. I just want to express this is really exciting because, I mean, come on, people. Paul Skenes against this lineup, you want to see. You want to see who's, if Skenes can shut down a lineup like this, it's just another indication for me that even at this early stage of his career, this guy's already just ticking every box on his way to the Hall of Fame with this guy. Ah, God, I know. Don't shower that much praise on a guy this young. But I mean, again, this guy started the All-Star team like 6 starts into his career. Here he is pitching in what has to be considered the toughest, opponent to win this tournament. I mean, no offense to Venezuela or Italy. Obviously, Italy beat us. Venezuela took care of Japan. Neither of those teams should be taken lightly at all. But Dominican Republic is a whole different animal, if you ask me. And this is the toughest game. If you win this game, you have to consider the U.S. the odds-on favorite, right? But again, I'm not trying to sound overly confident one way or the other. I don't care what the matchup is for the final. I'm not going to say any team is going to be heavily favored against the other. Italy got where they are for a reason. Venezuela got where they are for a reason. These two pools have stayed alive with the same two teams from the two pools. The other two pools knocked out for a reason. These are the 4 strongest teams. The results have spoken. And now they're the only teams left. Now we got to see who's left to face, fill up the first spot for the final. By the way, this is at Lone Depot Park in Miami, folks. We've spent most of the coverage on this channel hanging out in Houston at their ballpark. What is it, Dakin Park? We're in Lone Depot Park, home of the Marlins, Miami, folks. And can't wait to see once we get going with the live broadcast here. Right now, A-Rod is interviewing Skenes with a beautiful beach beyond them in the background. A-Rod wearing nothing but different tones of beige, comfortable sweater by the beach. I get it. You're rich. You're incredibly rich. I know. Hey, I live by the beach too. On the cheap. My life's just as fulfilling there, A-Rod. All right. Maybe I'm a hater. Hey, I'm turning pinker and pinker by the minute as the sun starts to come up over here. This game's going to start in approximately 19 minutes. They got a countdown clock. Team USA is actually getting introduced on the field, but the pregame interview show, which is a giant table, literally 5 feet from this line of players and trainers and manager, coaches. Why'd they have to put the table right there in the middle of their introduction? You're kind of upstaging the event with these pregame guys. I mean, come on. This is ridiculous. What are they doing? Anybody watching this coverage? What kind of decision is this? You couldn't sit in the outfield somewhere? There's a nice giant like balcony area beyond left center field there. You could have set up a nice thing there with the field behind you. You got the desk. There's Bryce Terang high-fiving some trainers and shit. And you got A-Rod right blocking them. Like, they literally have to, like, run around A-Rod, Ortiz, and Jeter sitting at this table. Oh, it's so annoying the more I look at it. You're in the way. You're the pregame show. You're not the reason people are here. So ridiculous. Is this normal now in American sports coverage? Is this what they do at football games? What do they set up the desk on the end zone line as the kicker is taking practice field goals over their head? Is this how it works now? They just got to really put themselves in front of everything. Okay. Well, your suits are all very snazzy and expensive looking. Congratulations. I'm sure the analysis you guys are going. Lots of chuckling going on. You got to chuckle. It's a good old time with the boys. I tell you what. I hope you're watching along with me and you're finding my coverage of this amusing. Team Dominican Republic is being introduced right now. But again, we can't hear these players being introduced one at a time because it's more important to listen to A-Rod, Jeter, and Big Papi, sit there and chuckle. They're making approximately $800,000 per chuckle. Oh, wait a minute. A-Rod's putting on his Dominican Republic hat. I love some physical comedy. There you go, A-Rod. Oh, you're so likable. You are interrupting the introduction of the teams on the field. Hello? Oh, Ortiz wearing the Dominican hat. Oh, that's right. You got some swag on, my friend. Look at that drip. Hey, it's all about you guys, right? Holy shit. Do I hate this coverage? Unbelievable. Can you imagine? I mean, the Orioles haven't been in a game of, some sort of pennant winning or championship winning magnitude. It's been a while. I hope when we get the next opportunity that our pregame on the field introductions are given a little more respect than whenever the hell this garbage I just watched did. Hey, we've gone to commercial. Good. Unbelievable. Matt. All right. Matt is at least enjoying himself. Thank you, Matt. All I need is one person. If I'm on an open mic at a comedy club, if one person chuckles, folks, I'm crushing it. I'm killing it. All right, so I'm getting pinker. Looks like I'm full of salmonella at this point. Let me see if this. There you go. It looks slightly. I don't know. Somewhere between corpse and sunburnt. Those are my settings. Folks, the cheapest setup money can buy right here on the BirdWatcher Channel. Spared no expense, folks. Spared no expense. That's how we do it here. We like to keep it nice and cheap. Like our women. All right. That one's for the ladies. Don't be shy, ladies. You're welcome here in the Charm City chat. The lady mods will be back for the regular season. They're still resting up. Hey, folks, we're already up to near 20 likes. Why don't we just get there now? Let's get on a roll. What's there else? What's there else? Let's put words in order there, BW. What else is there? What there else there is? Let's talk about the Orioles for a sec. So the one note to mention beyond the fact that Tyler O'Neill got that 2-run single to drive in a 2-out, drive in 2 runs with 2 down in the first inning, gave the Orioles a 2-0 lead. That's where the game stopped. Oh, the game didn't stop then, but that's where the scoring stopped for the day after just a couple of innings. But the other note from the game, I guess, is Zach Eflin, because this kind of sucks for him. He's trying to, build up his stamina for the upcoming season, and he's already kind of behind everybody else. The hope was for him probably to go at least 4 innings today, I'm assuming, and he was only able to go 2 innings plus a batter. He only faced 7 batters. He got 3 up, 3 down in the first 2 innings. 3rd inning started. He gave up a single, I think it was to Spencer Jones. And that's when the rain started coming down. So Eflin only able to go 2 innings plus a batter, just 7 batters. They've already wiped away all the information, at least off ESPN, so I can't even tell you what the pitch count was. But I can tell you he did get a few strikeouts in those 2 innings. And what little he got to show, he looked good. And I'm sure the Orioles will figure out a way to simulate something to make up for what they wanted him to do, on the side somewhere tomorrow. The Orioles tomorrow evening will be playing the Boston Red Sox. That'll be the next game here on the BirdWatcher Channel. I believe that's Kyle Bradish going to get the start on that one. I think it's our final tune-up against Boston before we get into the regular season. So that's a 6 o'clock game, 5:50 p.m. for coverage here on the channel for that one. Information about that is scrolling at the bottom of your screen in case you need a reminder. So, yeah. And then the WBC final. So, yeah, the other semifinal tomorrow night. Again, this is an Orioles channel first and foremost. You got Orioles against Red Sox spring training, and then you've got the Italy-Venezuela semifinal. I could choose to call Italy-Venezuela. I would very definitely draw more people in, generate more revenue calling that game, and I'm choosing to not call that game because it's an Orioles channel, and we're playing Boston. And it's spring, but I don't care. I want to see Kyle Bradish pitches 4 or 5 innings or whatever it's going to be. And, yeah, we're getting closer, folks. The roster, by the way, is down to 51 players at the camp. They've let Cade Povich go back to Norfolk. I'm not sure if there were some other recent subtractions made in the past 24 hours, but the roster is now down to where the guys left make up more than 50% of what will be the opening day roster, if that makes sense. You got a 26-man roster. We're down to 51 players. You do the math. You know what I'm trying to say. We are whittling it down, folks. And by this time next week, it'll be pared down way more than that even. Once that Boston game's out of the way, I think there are only 7 or 8 more spring games to call. There's one that's not televised. But, yeah, basically, after tomorrow night, we're talking, 10 days until opening day? It is coming up, folks. This World Baseball Classic really does help, I got to tell you, in terms of, sort of that blasé monotony of, okay, at this stage of spring, I've seen enough to get me, titillated. I'm now ready for the real. I've had enough of the appetizer, bring on the main course kind of a thing, right? Oh, is that Ric Flair in a Car Shield commercial wearing oh my God. All right, I'm just going to pretend like I didn't see that. Just going to wipe that from my memory. I hope that was, this is a first. I hope that was an AI Ric Flair. I hope that wasn't actually him. That was painful to see. Where did I leave off? Oh yeah, we're talking about the Orioles. Nunez and Trimble were optioned as well. Okay, thank you, sir. Phantom is in with the assist. Oh, yeah, Mountcastle. So get this, folks. What's the deal? Huh? I brought it up yesterday. The Orioles made a specific point to explain to us that Ryan Mountcastle was fine and that he would be back in the lineup on Saturday. That was a quote. That was confirmed by more than one source, that Mountcastle would be back in the lineup on Saturday. Well, he wasn't there. And guess what? He wasn't around today. So what's the deal? What's the deal with Ryan Mountcastle? What's the deal, people? Look, if it's a fact that it's still a little sore or they just want to be extra cautionary, that's fine, but explain it. You have to explain something. If you're going to make a point to tell us he's going to be back, specifically that he's going to be back in the lineup on a particular game, and he's not around, and then the next day he's not around, you got to say something. So where's the explanation is my question, and there better not be anything to it, is all I got to say. There better not be anything to it. Ryan Mountcastle, where are you, buddy? You know, if this team were better at being transparent about our injuries and, prognosis of return and all that kind of stuff, then maybe I don't get nervous in a situation like this. Maybe I do go, I don't know, it's fine. For one reason or another, whatever, don't worry about it. But I'm worried about it. This team makes me worry about it. Anyway, yeah, no updates, no nothing. I couldn't find it. Believe me, I looked. Now, if you do find something, let me know. I'm not trying to flex like, I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere. Every social media platform looking for an update. But there's nothing. There's nothing about Mountie. And the first guys that would do it would be Rock Kabatko and Jake Rill, because they were the ones that told us he'd be back on Saturday. So you would think that they would be the first to explain what's going on or tell us he's back tomorrow or something. But right now it's zilch. Ryan Rifkin had a doctor on his show today. Boy, he's busy. He's got a doctor on his show, and he was calling color for the baseball game. He talked about Westy's injury, mentioned it would be much better for him to be second base when he returns. What, less stress on the arm, throw him from second? I mean, if that's what this doc says, I don't know. That's a tough one. I mean, those are our guys, right? You want those three guys on the infield, Westy, Gunnar, and Holiday. And if that's what it takes, then that's what it takes. But can we get a second opinion on that? We got one doc saying that's what he should do. Let me hear from another doc. Let me hear from three docs, and I'll take 2 out of 3. Whoever's got the tiebreaker. Not Westy's doctor, just talking about the injury in general. Oh. You said mentioned it would be much better for him to be... Well, who mentioned it would be better for him to be at second base? Oh, had a doctor. Not Westy's doctor, but a doctor. Oh, he doesn't know what the hell he's talking about. What does he know about... he should probably play second base. No, get out of here. What are we talking about? Just a little extra zip on the ball. Like, there's still going to be plays from second base just because of time. You know, you got to go deep. Yeah, you got more range. You're still going to get off your strongest possible throw in several situations. It's still going to put stress on your... shut up. This doctor stinks. We're moving on. That's There's my take. That doctor can go pound sand. I'm done with him. Let me see his credentials. I bet you he sells stuff on QVC. What else is going on? Folks, we are probably just minutes away from first pitch. And if you're new to my channel, welcome in. This is the Orioles BirdWatcher Channel. We focus on coverage of Orioles baseball, all games, all season long, preseason, postseason, retro games, you name it. Off-season video game content. I mean, everything Orioles. But when the Orioles are not playing and there's something else worth covering, we do that too. So if you're here for the World Baseball Classic, welcome in. I would ask that you subscribe to the channel to help the channel out. We are growing the little channel that could. It's just about to start its third season. We're 2 seasons in the books, and we're about to hit 1 million views. There's actually an outside chance. Yeah, if it doesn't happen tonight, it will definitely happen by the time we watch the World Baseball Classic final in 2 nights. 1 million views for the channel. Incredible. And that's before we have our 500th video upload, which I can't even really count that anymore now that I'm putting out a vertical stream, because that's 2 videos per 1 event going forward. But yeah, I've called about, I don't know, somewhere in the neighborhood of 350, 360 games or so. Maybe a few more non-Oriole games on the channel. And I call a good game. You'll have to wait for evidence of that once we get started here. But if you do enjoy the content, I do ask you to subscribe to the channel. We're trying to get as close to 4,000 before opening day. And I'm hoping to get to 5,000 by the All-Star break, in all honesty. I might be a little bit ambitious. But after the Orioles had a tough year last season and a lot of guys and gals checking out pretty early last season, the numbers were declining. Hopefully those numbers are going to go up. Hey, we've got a live look at the ballpark. There we are. Folks, the upper deck does not look full. I see seats. This is not a sold-out event. How is that possible? Dominican Republic against USA in Miami. And there is visible open areas to sit in the upper deck. What? Say it isn't so. All right, so yeah. Once again, I apologize for my... It looks like I'm back to looking like raw chicken meat. This pink... All right, the first batter is about to come up. Luis Severino is going to be on the mound. Bobby Witt Jr. is going to lead off. Give me a chance to get this display looking a little better now that we've gone live here. There it is on the horizontal side. And fixing it up on the vertical side. Just a moment. Just a moment. All right. That should do it. Folks, we are ready for baseball. It is Bobby Witt Jr. in the box. And once again, if you are watching along with me, you're going to want to get synced up. If you're ahead of me, you got to figure it out. So the best thing to do is pause your game as soon as an event happens. In other words, wait for the first out of this game here. And when that first out happens, pause your game, allow me to catch up, call it. As soon as I'm done calling that out, unpause your game, you're good to go. First pitch of the ball game is low and away for ball 1 to Bobby Witt Jr., and I cannot get the volume up much more. 1-0 is foul back. That was upper 90s from Severino. Severino Currently a member of the Athletics, the not quite Sacramento Athletics. This is a slider, a sweeper, swung on and missed. And the count is 1-2 on Bobby Witt Jr. He's hitting .294 so far in the Classic. Next pitch is fouled away again. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Why can't I get this any louder than it is? Oh, there we go. That's better. Pitch, swing and a miss. That sweeper from Severino, and he is pumped. A first batter strikeout to begin the night on the mound for Severino. Witt is swinging at a pitch way out of the zone. First out of the ball game. Here's Bryce Harper. And he takes high for ball 1. A half-hearted appeal to third base. They didn't even bother cutting to the guy. No swing there. The 1-0. Harper tries to go opposite field. It is a foul ball. It is 1 ball, 1 strike. Pitch inside from Severino. Harper's hitting just 150 in the Classic. He was left out of the lineup. The U.S. lost their only game against Italy in favor of Paul Goldschmidt. The infamous, we've already punched our ticket game. Harper fouls one back to get 2 strikes, and the Dominican fans in the crowd are making noise with 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Severino with a cutter. Left on the outside. Harper chased it. 2 hitters, 2 strikeouts for Sevy. And if he's on tonight, oh my, that's the one advantage the U.S. needed to have is Skenes over Severino. Here's Aaron Judge. First pitch is high for ball 1. Judge has been mortal in this Classic so far, batting .263. There's a strike at the bottom of the zone. Severino seems like one of those pitchers that if the occasion is big, he does perform well. Called strike 2 there. Inside corner at the knees on Judge. 2 strikes, 2 down, and the Dominican fans pass out the throat lozenges, folks. We're going to have some shredded vocal cords in this crowd by the end of the night. That pitch is low. 2-2 on Judge. Yeah, Severino was open about not being happy pitching in home games at that Sacramento ballpark when he was signed by the A's. Here's a foul tip at the plate by Judge. Still 2-2. Severino having been a member of 2 different teams from New York. So having been used to pitching in a big market, packed stadiums. Yeah, I think that's where he's probably at his best. Here's a 2-2 pitch, low and away, full count on Judge. Full count, 16 pitches in the inning for Severino. Man, oh man, there's nothing I can do with my lighting to make it, it's just getting worse looking. Payoff pitch. Line drive over the glove of the shortstop Perdomo into left for a base hit. Aaron Judge wins the battle here, a 2-out single. And that'll get Kyle Schwarber up with Gunnar Henderson on deck. Gunnar Henderson on deck. All right. Can BW look somewhat human on screen? Apparently not. All right, first pitch hits Schwarber. Oh, and that's going to set it up for Gunnar, folks. Schwarber hit by a breaking ball. First and second, 2 down. Let's go. Folks, it's time. Gunnar. Ladies and gentlemen, Gunnar Henderson, 2 on, 2 out in the first. Lifetime off of Luis Severino, 7 for 9. 7 for 9. You know Sevy knows it. The first pitch, low and in for ball 1. Folks, make some noise in the Charm City chat. Judge at second, Schwarber at first, 2 down in the first. The pitch, up and away, 2-0. Gunnar, plenty of patience, as he should have with his previous success against Severino. Looking to go 8 for 10. Come on, buddy. The pitch, fouled away. He got a cutter at the top of the zone. Probably would have been called strike 3. It was borderline. But middle top of the zone, I think the ump calls that a strike. 2-1 the count. The pitch. Hit on the ground softly to second base. And Gunnar will be retired. 2 men left stranded. Gunnar with the chance to drive in a run or 2. No.
Stop it all.
Darn it, darn it, darn it, darn it, darn it. We go to the bottom of the first. USA nothing and Dominican Republic are coming up. It's Paul Skenes against the Dominican Republic. Here we go. All right. We'll see if Severino can keep it up. He's got to do it every inning. There's no breaks. That's the thing. Normally, you get a pitcher like Sevy when he's on, you get the benefit at least every other inning of seeing a weaker part of the lineup. That is not the case in a game like this. You got to be tip-top every pitch, every inning. No breaks. No breaks. How we doing, Charm City chat? We got Rob here. We got Bam. We got Frank. We got Travis. How you doing? Don't forget, folks, we got the vertical option as well. I don't know. Is the vertical thing, is it just too gimmicky? Is it run its course? It's getting views. It's getting folks. It's growing. Oh, it's that fun commercial with the couple with the fountain in the backyard that sprays them with water, and then J.K. Simmons shows up and talks about some insurance that'll help them, and then they're still wet and it's funny and stuff. It's a good commercial. All right. Looks like Tatis will come up to lead off for the Dominican Republic. Marte and Soto to follow. Guerrero, Machado, Caminero, J-Rod, Wells, and Perdomo. Chilo is in the hizzy. Paul Skenes, a sub-2 ERA in 187 2/3 innings last season with 216 strikeouts. Opponents hit under 200 off of him. He's all that and a bag of chips. First pitch is a sinker inside a 98 for ball one to Tatis. Fastball, sweeper, splitter, sinker, slider, curveball, and a changeup. That's what Paul Skenes throws. That's the splitter. And that's strike one. 1-1 the count on Tatis. Phantom is feeling patriotic. Folks, put in the flag of the country you're rooting for. Tatis pops it up to left. Camped under it is Anthony, and he makes the catch. Shallow left field. Little League pop-up, just about. At least by Tatis's standards. One down for Marte. It's a Marte Parte in Miami. Skenes against Mexico. That was his other start in this tournament. He went 60 pitches. And he has been the starter for the two toughest opponents, you have to say. I mean, Italy is the exception, I guess. The unexpected exception. But if you want Paul Skenes on the mound for what you feel are the two toughest opponents to get through this tournament, I think you'd be happy to know Paul Skenes was starting against Mexico and Dominican Republic. 1-1 pitch popped up by Marte. Shallow right, Terang, the second baseman, waving everybody off to make the catch. And there are two down. 2 outs on 6 pitches. And here comes this guy, Juan Soto.
Are there things that make you angry?
Yeah, pretty much.
Are there things that make you angry?
Yeah, this frickin' guy. First pitch to Soto. Up and away for ball one.
Stick a fork in the Yankees. They're done, baby. Stick a fork in them. That was
1-0 to Soto. Checks his swing, but it's a strike. A splitter at 94. A 94 splitter. Just stop it. Skenes versus Soto. Folks, the pitch. Hit on the ground to second. Diving stop by Terang. He pops up, and he'll get Soto easily. Oh, my. Defense is on display early for Team America.
Besides that, it's on the reflexes.
Terang lays out on the outfield grass. Robs Soto of a base hit. And Dominican Republic are retired in order. We go to the second, no score. Folks, I asked you to put in the flag of the team you want to win. I guess nobody has a team they want to win, just Phantom. Oh, Phantom. We got over 60 people tuned in right now, folks. Glad to have you. Guess what? 70-plus people. Folks, don't run away. If you tuned in hoping to see live video coverage of this game, unfortunately, that's not what this is. This is play-by-play coverage. I'm announcing the game. There is on-screen information. And we have a chat here. We interact. We have a good time. It's a different way to follow a baseball game. So even if you are looking for video broadcast coverage of the game, do think about hanging out or maybe subscribing, checking out the channel later. It's a good way to watch baseball, folks. And subscribing is free, just so you know. The button is at the bottom of your screen. If that sounds like too much of a commitment, it's okay. I'm not a commitment guy myself. I've never been one for commitment except to my Orioles. So if that's too much to ask, folks, if you don't mind, just tap that like button while you're here. Currently, we're at 35 likes. There are more than twice as many people here right now as likes, so I know the numbers are there. Let's get it up to 40 before the next pitch. Just tap that thumbs up at the bottom of your screen if you don't mind. Folks, this is just doing a bit of housekeeping. This is a live stream YouTube channel, and when we have a break, this is the commercial. No ads, except the little inserted YouTube ads, but I set those to be skippable ads, no more than 5-10 seconds. You got to wait to get out of those ads. Otherwise, we're ad-free. We're good to go. Here we go to the second inning. Severino back on the mound. He allowed a couple of base runners in the first, a hit batter among them. First pitch is a quality sinker on the outside corner to Will Smith for strike one. Will Smith, 2 for 6 in 2 starts behind the plate in this tournament. And his competition, Cal Raleigh, I believe has gone hitless in this tournament. It's been an absolute horror show for Raleigh. They're going with Smith tonight, and I think it's a wise move. The count is 1-1. The pitch fouled straight back. Severino was hanging out in the upper 90s with his fastball sinker. One and 2 to Smith. In on the hands to the opposite field. That one is fading away, and it's a fair ball down the right field line. Tatis will get it back in. Smith will be held to a single, but what a piece of hitting there by the veteran. That is why you put him in there. Not to mention he's a hell of a good defensive catcher as well. Will Smith gets the U.S. on with a leadoff base hit here in the top of the second. And here comes Roman Anthony. He has started every game of this tournament. And he's done well, hitting .316. He fouls the first pitch back, 99 on the gas. And Severino hit the outside corner at the top of the zone, right on that corner. Severino looking sharp, but the U.S. is getting guys on base. This pitch is fouled back. It's 0-2 on Roman Anthony. By the way, the U.S., if you're not watching, are wearing their blue jersey tops with gray pants. They are the road team in this equation, aren't they? They are the road team. Dominican Republic with the higher seed. And they are wearing their whites. Another foul ball by Anthony. It's still 0-2. Nobody out. Will Smith at first base. Pitch number 30 of the night from Severino. Bottom of the zone, called strike 3. And again, Sevy is painting out there. He is throwing darts right on target. Good low third strike there. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. One away. Bryce Terang, who had a nice play in the field previous half inning. First at bat tonight, takes inside for ball 1. Terang hitting .467. How can you sit him? You can't. Pitch. Hit on the ground. Right to second. Could be 2. They go to the second base bag for 1. Over to first. It's a 4-6-3 double play for Dominican. And we're rooting for the U.S. here tonight on the channel. At least I am. So for us, yeah.
Big buck. Stop it all.
Terang, who's got plenty of speed, hits straight into a 4-6-3 double play to end the inning. We go to the bottom of the second, no score here in the WBC semifinal, U.S. Dominican Republic. All right. Folks, let me take this moment to step away for a sec and take care of a little business. Be right back. Hit the like button, please, and subscribe.
Chesapeake Bay.
Oh, wow. Here he comes.
Let me show you what I mean now. By the first thing you do is get right up in their face, you point the finger. Then if you can't get close enough, you turn the hand around and kick some dirt. And then if he's missed a strike, you get over here and you put dirt all over the thing. You throw the hat down, you pick it up, you throw it, and then you're so bad, you throw him out of the game. You're out of here. That's the way a major league manager should.
I learned something, buddy boy.
This is great iced tea.
Bye, Birdie.
This is Jack Burton in the Pork Chop Express, and I'm talking to whoever's listening out there.
We're on a mission from God. We're on a mission from God.
Do you believe in me?
All right. Do you believe? Where am I? We're back, folks, for the bottom of the second inning. Vlad Guerrero Jr. at the plate. Paul Skenes on the mound. Anyone ever heard of these guys? These obscure journeyman players? These fringe quad A guys? No, these are the best of the best, folks, and it's 0-1 on Guerrero. Skenes delivery in on the hands and hit toward third base. On the run, Gunnar with the throw right on target. One down, Gunnar Henderson with his first chance on defense at third base. How you doing, Gunnar?
His name's Gunnar, and he's dating my mom.
All right. Little TMI, but, appreciate the update. Here's Manny Machado. Speaking of Orioles at third base. Swing and a miss. Manny got a Skenes fastball at only 97. What's wrong, Skenes? Missing 4 miles an hour on the fastball. Next pitch is swung on a missed. Again at 97. That one at the top of the zone. 0-2 on Manny Machado. He's hitting .313 in the Classic. And he's been a mainstay on this Dominican team during these Classic tournaments now for probably got to be, his fourth tournament? 3 at least, I'd have to think. Called strike 3 on the outside edge. Manny, go grab some pine, my friend.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear? Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Machado is gone. Here's Junior Caminero. He takes one off the plate, a breaking ball from Skenes. Junior Caminero. What is he, like 21 years old? Hitting in the middle of this Dominican lineup, batting .375 in this tournament. He fouls off pitch 2. It's a ball and a strike. 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Good splitter. Nice late dip. It's unfair, folks. 2 strikes, 2 down with the bases empty, and Team USA, their fans looking for a punch out. The 1-2. Ball hit in the air to left by Caminero. He reached out, and he pokes it out. It's gone. What an unbelievable swing by Junior Caminero. This pitch was breaking up and away, and he was able to pull it anyway. All the way out, easily. Folks, you reach for a pitch like that, typically it's just a lazy fly ball to the opposite field. Caminero absolutely barreled it. And he puts on the jacket. Team Dominican is hyped. A solo home run to give them the lead here first. It's 1-0 in the bottom of the second. He just flicked that out. That is disgusting. Here's Julio Rodriguez. Check swing. I didn't see an appeal. I assume it's ball 1. My goodness. You're not supposed to be able to do that with a pitch like that. That pitch is fouled back. 1-1 the strike. That was up, but it was outside, and Caminero just pulled it easily. I mean, if he went opposite field with it, that's one thing, but swing and a miss. It's strike 2 on J-Rod. Oh, the legend of Junior Caminero grows. The 1-2 to Julio Rodriguez. That's fouled off his leg. And I'm sure we'll get a bit of a pause right here as he tries to shake that off. Caminero just hurling his bat toward the dugout after hitting that home run ball. Certainly provided plenty of drama with that reaction after hitting that home run. Here's a ground ball hit softly. On one bounce pretty sharply, actually, to second base. Terang will field it and throw to first in time to end the inning. But the Dominican Republic strike first. A home run off the bat of Junior Caminero. They lead it 1-0 as we go to the third inning. Dominican Republic, that is. They lead it 1-0. 15th home run of the tournament. They've already broken the record with plenty of time left in this inning. And if they win the game, a whole nother game to play. Skenes taken deep. I see boos in the Charm City chat. Boo! Boo! Bow down to her, bow down to the Queen of Slime, the Queen of Refuge. Boo! Boo! You had true love, and you threw it away. Boo! Yep. What you gonna do, folks? Credit to Caminero, man. That was, that's how you hit that ball. I know it was up, but again, if he would have waited back and gone the other way and it got out opposite field down into the corner, that's normally how you do something with a pitch like that. The fact that he just pulled it like it was middle or middle in, that's what really impresses me. Yeah. I mean, it definitely wasn't supposed to be low. I don't know if he wanted it up, like right there up. DeRosa is being interviewed by Rosenthal, and somehow Rosenthal is 1 inch taller. How many phone books, folks? You tell me in the Charm City chat tonight. How many phone books is Ken Rosenthal standing on tonight? 2, 3, 4? Let me know in the Charm City chat. Yeah, up and away, out of the zone to induce a chase. Carl's guessing 5 phone books. The over-under is 5. Well, folks, we got to do something with these phone books. There's no other use for them anymore. Oh, DeRosa's on his knee. Well, he should be after what happened with the Italy game. Did I say that? 1-1 the count on Pete Crow Armstrong leading off the top of the third, and check swing here. He went around. It's 1-2 on PCA. It'll be Witt and Harper due up after. The 1-2 pitch is hit foul off the chalk right at the plate. 1 ball and 2 strikes. PCA has had a couple of home runs in that game against Italy, including a 3-run shot. Here's a foul ball. Severino getting it up there at 99. I haven't seen Skenes hit triple digits yet tonight. So Severino, this stuff is just as fast as Skenes is right now. Here's the 1-2. Up and away. That one hit 100. That one hit 100. Severino is pitching like it's October or late season. Swing and a miss. 99 on that one. Down goes Crow Armstrong, 1 away. Yeah, Sevy has definitely arrived for the occasion, and to me, he's that kind of pitcher. Which is unfortunate. You like to see a guy pitch as well as he's doing here. I mean, he's capable of looking like this more often than not, but he's been pretty inconsistent in his career. Doesn't seem to be able to lock in like he's doing right now for every start that he makes. Not that every pitcher can, but he seems to really be dependent on that sort of thing. 2-0 pitch is a called strike, top of the zone, a sinker from Sevy. 2-1 on Bobby Witt. 1 out, nobody on. We're in the top of the third. The Dominican Republic ahead 1-0. Pitch outside. Count moves to 3-1. And that gets the American crowd a little bit excited. Hitters count for Witt. Pitch. Line drive in the left. That one's going to drop in front of Soto. He backed up on it. Soto wanted nothing to do with trying to make any kind of catch out there. This is how Juan Soto treats a ball like this. He's not going to try and... Yeah, he's just going to hold up. Honestly, I know a lot of guys that would have came in and tried to make a catch on that. It's a 1-out single for Witt. Here is Bryce Harper. All Juan Soto do is disguise the fact that he's really a terrible defender. Like, he's got a strong arm, but that's it. Line drive, base hit down the right field line for Bryce Harper. Witt can run. He's hitting third. Tatis with a throw in towards second. Harper's there safely. Witt stops at third. It's a double for Bryce Harper, and the Americans are knocking on the door here. 1 out in the inning. Runners at second and third. Folks, splash it up.
Splish, splash, I was taking a bath.
All right. Bobby Witt turning on the Jets. He gets the third easily. Harper scampers to second. Big hit for him. He was batting well below 200 before that hit. And now you got Aaron Judge. What do? You got a base open, 1 out. But you got to go after Schwarber next. That's the problem. Ground ball to third. It's a foul ball. My goodness. That ball must have hit in the foul territory off the bat and then went right to the third baseman in fair territory. That could have been trouble. I think the runner at third he wasn't breaking for home. He would have been caught up there. Here's an 0-1 to Judge. Second and third, 1 out. Pitches up and in. 1 ball, 1 strike. Folks, I would play the bugle, but there's a Yankee at the plate. What do you think? I'm nuts? What do I look like? Hey, El Duderino, the pitch. That one's low and away. Not even close. 2 balls, 1 strike to Judge. No bugle for you, buddy. That's just a hard policy here at the BirdWatcher Channel. There's a high strike taken to even up the count at 2 balls, 2 strikes on Aaron Judge. Surely Judge will do something to get the tying run in at least. The 2-2. Just off the plate outside. Full count. Sevy wanted the call. It was off the plate. Sevy is getting emotional. And I got to tell you, if you're America, you like to see it. Severino's worst enemy might be himself. If he gets a little too pissed off. Swing and a miss. Judge strikes out. What a huge spot right there. Man, you got to be pumped if you're Severino. Second and third with 1 out. You got the best hitter up there, and you strike him out. My goodness. Kyle Schwarber, who got hit by a pitch his first time, is going to have to deliver here with 2 down. Gunnar Henderson on deck. We've got a conference on the mound for Dominican Republic, and they are huddled together there. Nobody's going to be able to read lips. There's a lefty getting up. Was that Gregory Soto I saw out there? There is activity in the Dominican bullpen, and folks, Severino has been pretty impressive, and he hasn't given up a run yet, and he's still just with the threat of maybe giving up a run. Dominican Republic already getting somebody up in case. Hey, USA, DeRosa. Hey, Baltimore. Whoever's managing, take note. This is what you do. That's a called strike to Schwarber. A cutter from Sevy in the upper 90s. Cutter, sinker, 4-seamer. All of it is getting up there, 97 or above. from Severino. The pitch, that's a sweeper at 89. Low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Come on there, Schwarber. We need a Schwarbomb. The 1-1 inside. 2 balls, 1 strike. Gunnar Henderson once again is on deck. Should Schwarber get on base? 55 pitches at the moment for Severino. The 2-1 pitch. That's fouled back, 2-2. And now the Dominican fans will rise. Looking for out number 3 here. Trying to hold this 1-0 lead in the third. There they go. They are up. And I got to tell you, folks, I think in the crowd, the majority of folks are rooting for Team Dominican Republic. The 2-2 pitch. Right down the middle, called strike 3. Schwarber. What was he looking for? I guess he thought that pitch was going to break. Maybe thought it was a sweeper. Just getting started. He was frozen, that pitch right down the middle. The Americans strand a pair. Again. They have left 4 men on base. Oh no. We go to the bottom of the third. It's 1-0 Dominican Republic. Witt should have tried to score. I tell you, once that ball went down in the corner, knowing Bobby Witt Jr. is out there running the bases, I thought he was going to try to score. But when I looked at the replay, and knowing, you had a guy like Judge coming up to hit next, yeah, it was, I know. In hindsight, it certainly seems like go ahead and try to go home, but I can understand why he didn't. Tough stuff. Long way to go, though, folks. The Americans, the good news is 4 hits through 3 innings, okay? 4 hits. Dominican Republic, 2 innings at the plate, 1 hit. Unfortunately, that 1 hit left the yard. Base coach not looking at the outfielder. If he could have had changed the call to send him. Yeah, I saw that angle. And I'm looking at where Witt was when the throw was coming in from Tatis, and I'm still saying, despite Witt's speed, I mean, Witt is so fast. It's hard to. It would have been close. I think it would have. I certainly can say he would have definitely scored. I can't tell myself that. But would it have been worth trying in hindsight? Sure. But again, you got Judge up with 1 down, 2nd and 3rd. You expect him to come through with something. Tough stuff. It remains to be seen how much that play is going to determine the outcome of this. It might. Hey, it's Albert Pujols. He's got some glasses on. He's like the Clark Kent version of himself. All right, we are in the bottom of the third. Looks like Austin Wells up to lead things off for Dominican Republic. He'll be followed by Perdomo and then back to the top of the order for Tatis. Wells hitting .250 in the series, in the Classic, I should say. There's a called strike, 1-1. Folks, please hit that like button, and if you're new to the channel, I hope you're enjoying the coverage. We'd love for you to subscribe to the channel, wouldn't we, folks, here in the Charm City chat. Here's a ground ball foul off to the right by Wells. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Folks, subscribing, it's free. It's available at the bottom of your screen. It helps the channel grow. It helps it to be seen by other new people. That is the goal. There's no weird side goal going on. We're just trying to grow. 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss on a splitter from Skenes. Down goes Wells.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
One away in the bottom of the third for Geraldo Perdomo, the shortstop of the Diamondbacks. Probably the only batter in this lineup that doesn't have at least 20 homer power. But maybe Perdomo. I don't know. He had a really good season this last year, didn't he? The count is 0-1. Swing and a miss. A rising fastball at 98. Perdomo did get to 20 homers this year. He just got to 20. Okay, so 20 homer power up and down this lineup at least. Not only that, Perdomo, his 2025 final stat line, 290 average, 20 homers. He got to 100 stakes. 100 stakes. He got 100 RBI, man, batting ninth in this lineup. Low and in on Perdomo, and it looks like it got him. Is that the second hit batter of the night by Skenes? And both of them on off-speed pitches, which I'm sure the batters hit appreciate. Right on the instep of the left foot of Perdomo, brought him down into a heap, despite the fact it was an off-speed pitch. Perdomo on at first base with one out. Back to the top of the order. Here's Tatis. Up and in for ball one. I was just about to look, Phantom. I'm like, wait a minute, that other hit batter, that was not Skenes. And I was just confirming it by looking at, if you saw me on camera, I'm like looking over here, like, what was that other? That was Schwarber that got hit. Yeah. So my apologies. So one hit batter for both sides. We got a 2-0 count on Tatis right now. Runner at first, one down for Dominican Republic. The 2-0 pitch. Inside. 3-0. Marte on deck. Soto in the hole. 34 pitches from Skenes, 23 for strikes so far tonight. Ruh-roh. Yeah. We're losing. The 3-0 to Tatis. They call that a strike. That splitter landed inside a couple inches, but the ump gives Skenes the call here. That late tailing action back in on the right-handed hitter. Here's a check on Perdomo. He's back standing. Like you've got to check the runner back. Yeah. Keep him close. Skenes from the belt, the pitch. Ground ball to third. Gunner's going to go to second. They get one there. Over to first. Too late. No chance. Fast runners involved. Gunner just able to get the force play at second. But a good, strong, accurate throw there. It gave Terang a chance to turn it, but Tatis down the line quickly. That'll be a fielder's choice. 2 down, Tatis at first base. Marte coming up. Yeah, fine play for Gunner.
Besides that, it's all in the reflexes.
Gunner will be due up to lead off the next inning for us. Let me get the hat ready. There goes the runner here, and no, it was a deke. Will Smith popped up to throw to second, but Tatis, I guess, took a couple steps and then retreated back to first. He is there right now. There's a 1-0 count on Marte. The pitch. Line drive, base hit in the right field. Over the glove of Terang. Tatis is going to third. The throw is right on the money. Oh, doctor. Right field, Aaron Judge, the Yankee captain. Oh, I don't like complimenting a Yankee, but wow, was that a hell of a throw from Aaron Judge. An absolute missile. Tatis nailed it third. Oh, it was a perfect throw.
Besides that, it's all in the reflexes.
And Tatis making the grave mistake of making the final out of the inning at third base. Oh, my. We've got ourselves a ball game, folks. Woo, doggy. Woo, doggy. Folks, no matter what happens tonight.
Hey, everybody, we're all going to get laid.
Let's head on down to the nightclub.
Where's your from?
Baltimore.
What?
Baltimore.
Baltimore? What's that?
Look, it doesn't really matter, all right?
All right, we know who's coming up to lead off next inning. That's right. We're down 1-0. Yeah, second time Judge has nailed a runner down, but this one was easily more impressive than the other. This one was, that one's going to be on the highlight package for years. That was a hell of a throw. Wow, I can't wait to see it again. I hope they show it, and I don't want to see a slow-mo. Plays like that, I never understand. Why do we need slow motion? Show me that play over and over again in regular time, because that's what's so impressive about it. I mean, that was a strike right on the money. I mean, you could have put a red Solo plastic cup with the open end, like, facing just a little bit off the third base bag, and Judge from right field just threw a seed right into the cup. You can't throw better than this. Really, really impressive. I mean, Gunner couldn't help but tag Tatis out. He had no choice. What a play. All right, Gunner. Folks, our boy's up to hit.
His name's Gunner, and he's dating my mom.
First pitch of the inning is fouled back by Gunnar Henderson. Gunnar, get yourself on base or tie it up yourself. Up to you, pal. 0 for 1 tonight. This one's fouled back. It's 0-2 quickly on Gunnar. Came into the game 7 for 9 off of Severino. Head-to-head in Major League matchups. 0 for 1 here tonight. What am I looking at right now? Why are there... I don't know why I was looking at grounds crew on the field. That pitch is low. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Gunner. Fouled back. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Yeah, exactly, Phantom. I don't know what they're thinking. 1-2. Severino on 61 pitches right now. The pitch limit is 80. Oh, no, now I think it's up to like 90. 90 or 95. Basically, pretty much as long as you would expect a starter to go in a regular season game. 2-2 the count. The pitch outside. We got a full count for Gunnar, folks. Come on, Charm City. Yeah, the 3 levels of maximum pitches were 65 in the pool stage, then 80 for the the quarterfinal, and then 90 for the final and semifinal, something like that. This one's fouled away. It's still 3-2. Long AB here for Gunnar, leading off the top of the 4th. This will be the 8th pitch coming up. Here it is. Fouled away again. Well, at this stage, you got to say no matter what the result, it's a good AB for Gunnar, making Severino work, getting that pitch count up. Eventually, for Sevy, adrenaline is going to give way to... Oh, Gunnar! Lifts off to right center and deep! That ball is gone! Bye-bye, birdie! Mr. Oriole has tied it up for USA. He's in the lineup. He's cooking again. It's tied at 1-1. Oh, it feels good to be an Oriole.
It's magic, you know. It's magic. On a magic carpet ride. You believe in magic.
Folks, if you're keeping score, Aaron Judge with 2 men on in scoring position, less than 2 out, strikeout. Gunnar, nobody on, no help in front of him, ties it up with a bomb. This one's hit to left by Will Smith. It's going to be run down by Juan Soto on the track. Credit to Juan Soto. He took a direct route and made a catch with his glove fully extended above his head on the run to retire Will Smith. Oh, Gunnar knew it. He just knew it. And look at all these USA teammates absolutely ecstatic for Gunnar. He says, you better not leave me out of the lineup again. Gunnar earning his way into can't sit status. And that's going to be the end of the night for Severino. He doffs his cap to the Dominican fans as he leaves the field. Folks, Roman Anthony due up next. Pitching change for Dominican. Yeah, go ahead and watch that one. Gunnar knew it. He got every stitch. And so Gunnar's history with Severino continues. 7 for 9 coming in. Now 8 for 11 lifetime. And Gunnar now sporting an OPS in the World Baseball Classic over 1,500. Holy cow. Gunnar. We love it. Just continue it. Carry it on into the regular season for us, my friend. Get back into that MVP candidate mode, my friend. We need you. We need you. Yeah, credit to Judge. I saw him popping out of that dugout, coming up to congratulate Gunnar, despite the rivalry. Folks, the Orioles have one representative, and he has represented us very, very well here for Team USA, has he not? 400 feet, 105.8 off the bat to straightaway right field. It is Gregory Soto, a former Oriole, left-handed reliever coming in to take over for Severino. After Will Smith, the right-handed batter, it is 3 straight lefties due up, hence the move to Severino. Roman Anthony, the first of those 3 lefties coming up right now. Bryce Terang and Pete Crow Armstrong due up after. 1 out in the inning, bases empty, 1-1 ball game. Gregory Soto's first pitch is up and in for ball 1. We know Soto has some really good stuff. He's got good movement. It's always been a control issue for him, as this sinker misses low and away. That wasn't close. And immediately you see exactly what it is about Gregory Soto that gives you heartburn. The count is 2-0 on Anthony. Pitch inside, ball 3. 3 straight out of the zone from the new arm, Gregory Soto. He gets that one right down the middle to get it to 3 balls and a strike. Roman Anthony taking all the way. Let's see what he does on 3-1. Catcher setting up with the target right in the middle of the zone. The pitch, that ball's fouled off hard. And the count runs full. Payoff pitch to Roman Anthony. Here it is. That ball's hit in the air to center field and deep. That ball's traveling. That ball's gone. Onto the grass and straight away center field, and the U.S. have taken the lead. They bring in the lefty to face some lefties, and it does not work. The U.S. ahead 2-1 on a solo home run from Roman Anthony, 421 feet, 108 off the bat. USA's winning 2-1.
It's magic, you know.
Bryce Terang, he got a pitch right down the middle, fouls it away. Soto is being very Soto-ish. And again, you can understand, if you're an Oriole fan, exactly what you're watching right now. Terang with a count of 0-1. The pitch, that is a strike, a sweeper, top of the zone. It's 0-2. What a series for Roman Anthony. He's now hitting .333. That's either his second or third home run of the series, I want to say. Of the tournament, I mean. Series, tournament, classic. What is this thing? 2 home runs in the inning off 2 different pitchers for Dominican Republic. And the U.S. are ahead right now. 1 away, nobody on. And this one bounces in there for ball 2 to Bryce Terang. Soto might be facing just the 3 batters. Is there a minimum 3-batter rule in the Classic? Or can he pull a guy after just 1 or 2 batters? That pitch is upstairs. The count has gone full on Terang. I mean, I've seen enough from Soto already to get ready for somebody new. Swing and a miss. He does strike out Terang. It would have been ball 4. A slider. It started in the zone. It broke low and away. And that'll be the second out of the inning. Second home run for Anthony in the tournament. Thank you, Phantom. He's had at least another extra base hit, I want to say. Crow Armstrong looks at a pitch low for ball one. 2 down, nobody on. 2 runs in on a pair of home runs for Team USA. Swing and a miss. PCA needed a rake to hit that one. It's a ball and a strike. Oh, you don't have to check on it. Sometimes they'll just throw out wild claims and just expect people to believe it. Here's a comebacker off Soto's glove. It dribbles softly to second, and that'll allow Crow Armstrong, to reach. Oh, Gregory Soto. Unfortunate for him. He had a comebacker opportunity, but could not spear it with the glove, and it slowed the ball down to give no one else a chance to field it. So now you got speed on at first base with 2 down. Bobby Witt Jr. is due to hit next. Are they going to stick with Soto? No. Here comes Pujols. And that's it. Soto does face just the 3 left-handed batters, and the results were not good. A home run and an infield hit. He only gets 1 out. Here comes the 3rd pitcher of the inning. It'll be Mejia coming on in relief for the Dominican Republic. Right-hander when we resume play. Folks, got to step away for a moment. The U.S. have taken the lead here in the top of the 4th. Starting off by tying it with a home run by Gunnar Henderson, taking the lead on a home run by Roman Anthony. How you doing, folks? Like and subscribe, like and subscribe. I'm asking you folks to like and subscribe. Be right back.
He met a strange friend in the Chesapeake Bay when Mondi the Monster...
Boy, Harry, you're full of energy. You look great. I hate to tell you how I feel. I swear.
I've had that bad back myself.
Also, with this cold, it just seems like it's settled in there.
That's age, friend.
I don't care what it is. It feels awful.
You smell like a drugstore.
That's right. I am a drugstore.
You're not a hypochondriac, are you?
What does that mean? Oversexed?
I'm up all night to get lucky. I'm up all night to get lucky. I'm up all night to get lucky.
All right, Juan Mejia. Last season, 55 appearances out of the bullpen for the Rockies. A right-hander on in relief of Soto. With the top of the order now due up for the U.S., Bobby Witt Jr. looks at a fastball, 98 for strike 1. And we're back. We're back. We're better than ever. We're back. This pitch is half a foot or so outside for ball 1. Runner at first, 2 down for USA. 2 runs in. They lead it 2-1 in the top of the 4th. Witt is 1 for 2. That is a swing and a miss. 98 on the heater from Mejia. That was a Meheater. Get it? The 1-2 pitch. Outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Hey, I see you folks there on the vertical side. How you guys doing over there? Orioles fan, is that 13? There goes the runner. Swing and a miss, though. Witt Jr. strikes out to win the inning. Mejia gets the final out. 3 different pitchers got outs in this inning for the Dominican Republic. The U.S. hit a pair of solo home runs, and they've taken the lead here. Going into the bottom of the 4th, they're ahead 2-1. U.S. over Dominican Republic. Folks, be right back.
Great success.
Bacon! Bacon! Where's the bacon? I smell bacon! 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 Gotta be bacon! Only one thing smells like bacon! That's bacon! 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 There! From that bag! What's it say? I can't read! Please! Please! Give me what's in the bag! Chewy, yummy, smoky bacon!
There you go.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. No, 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 no. It's bacon!
No, it's Bacon Strips, brand dog snack from Purina. Bacon Strips. Dogs don't know it's not bacon.
It's bacon!
Sorry, Charm City chat. Sorry. Sorry, Charm City chat. Sorry.
Ante up and kick in like men. Like men!
All right. Hey, folks, how you doing? It's your old pal, the BirdWatcher here. People call me BW for short. This is the BirdWatcher Channel. Thanks for tuning in. We've got plenty of regulars here. Good to see you in the Charm City chat. We've got new eyes on the game as well. For those of you new to the channel, welcome. I hope you stay a while. And do consider subscribing to the channel. There's a button at the bottom of your screen. We're trying to get that sub count up tonight, folks. It's at 3770. That number will roll over every 10 new subs. We should get it to 3780 at least, right, folks? Let's make that sub count move. Subscribe today, folks. It's free. It is absolutely free. And if for some reason it doesn't work out for you, you can always unsubscribe. There's no commitment, no obligation. No salesman will visit your home. Juan Soto is up to lead off for Dominican Republic, and Skenes with the 1-0 pitch inside 2-0 on Juan Soto. Skenes up to 40 pitches now. Plenty left in the tank, you would think. Soto with a ball hit in the right. It's going to hang up there long enough, though, for his former ex-teammate, Aaron Judge, going into a bit of a diving catch there. Not a full-on dive, but still a nice catch out there and right by Judge, keeping Soto off the bases. I mean, it was a dive. It was a dive. Nice play by Judge. Good defense from Judge tonight. Here's Guerrero. Fouls the first pitch back. Off-speed pitch at just 85 from Skenes. That looked like the pitch Caminero hit out. That was probably where Skenes wanted it. It was a bit up and out of the zone. This one's up and in, a fastball. Guerrero does not swing. The count even at a ball and a strike. Sometimes, yeah, when you're that big, a dive doesn't look, yeah. It looks like he's just gently laying himself down. Here's a ground ball up the third base line. Gunnar fields it, but it's a foul ball. Gunnar throws it into the crowd for a souvenir. Just made another #1 fan somewhere. One ball, 2 strikes on Guerrero. Skenes' next pitch. That ball's smacked into left field for a base hit. It's going to roll all the way to the wall. Guerrero is going to have himself a double. He's in there standing. And I have to think that was at least, I don't know, 107 off the bat or more. That ball got to the wall on the ground, rolling for a solid 60 yards or so. Just absolutely tattooing this pitch. It is like artificial turf. Is this grass or is this real grass? I don't know. It looks artificial. It plays like artificial. It's very low-cut grass if it is real. I'm assuming it's real. 116 off the bat. 116. Holy cow. Here's Manny Machado. He fouls the first pitch away. Guerrero, the tying run on at second base with one out for Dominican Republic. Machado struck out his first time. And he's behind 0-2 after a foul ball here. Man, Guerrero taking a... It's a dome. Well, I know that it's a retractable dome, but plenty of retractable venues have real grass. There's a ground ball. Diving stop by Witt, but it's going to roll past him. It'll be an infield hit. It does keep the runner at second from advancing. But Machado reaches with a one-out infield single, first and second now for Dominican Republic. That was off the bat hard from Manny. Nice stop by Witt to keep it getting through. It does keep a double play opportunity, not to mention a runner from being at third with only one out. So Guerrero at second, Machado at first. And here's Caminero. Hit that home run his last time. Now a chance to do even more damage with 2 men on base. First pitch is taken for a strike. 99 challenge fastball from Skenes. Infield looking pretty straight away and playing as far back as they can. That pitch is low. 1 ball, 1 strike. 50 pitches now for Skenes. They switched from grass to turf in 2020. So it looks like turf. And that would explain why that ball... Here's a ground ball to short. Witt to second for 1. Oh, my, Terang. He bobbles the transfer. It would have been a sure inning-ending double play. The umpire rules the runner out at second. He says the transfer, and that's a judgment call. This isn't anything you can replay. Dominican Republic is waving their heads and saying no way, but I don't think you can challenge this. It's going to be a fielder's choice, 2 down, with runners at first and third. Oh, Terang, how do you drop this transfer? Oh, buddy. Machado was bearing down on him. I'm sure that didn't help. And Machado is getting high fives in the dugout. The teammates understand that his barreling down Terang at second might have caused him to lose a bit of concentration. Here is Julio Rodriguez. He needs a 2-out hit to tie the ball game, and the first pitch is a check swing. Appeal says he went. It's 0-1. 2 outs, runners at the corners for Dominican Republic. Guerrero at third as the tying run. Caminero at first. The 0-1 pitch inside to Julio. 1 ball and 1 strike. Crowd making noise for both sides at this stage. Here's the pitch. That's a ground ball, third base side foul. It'll roll over right to Juan Soto. at the top step of the Dominican Republic dugout. 2 strikes, 2 out. Paul Skenes about to throw pitch 55. Trying to hold the lead here. Facing the talented right-handed bat from Seattle, Julio Rodriguez. Rodriguez asks for time. Takes a practice swing. Has a word or two with the ump. Plants his back foot in the box. Front foot's in there. Here we go. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 out. The pitch. Up and in, and it hit J-Rod on the hand. On the right wrist, or the bottom of the hand where it meets the wrist. And J-Rod looks like he's in more pain now than he was 10 seconds ago when that ball hit him. That pain a little delayed. He's now leaned over, taking off his elbow guard. He's going to be awarded first base. And if you're a Mariner fan right now, you're likely on the edge of your seat, hoping this isn't a problem for Julio Rodriguez. Meanwhile, from a Team USA perspective, things are getting hairier. It's a bases-loaded situation. J-Rod is going to stay in the ballgame, at least for now. He is jogging down the first base, full bags for Dominican Republic. 2 down in the inning. Big moment right here. Austin Wells, who's already had a big moment in this tournament, has a chance to deliver again. Bases loaded, 2 outs. The pitch. Hit on the ground, foul, first base side. Both teams have had opportunities to make this a bigger score than it is right now. The U.S. had 2 innings where they left 2 men on base. Dominican Republic in danger of leaving them loaded right here. That pitch is up and in. 1 ball, 1 strike to Wells. Skenes closing in on 60 pitches, which would put him at about 15 per inning. Here's the pitch. Line drive, foul down the right field line. Wells just a little bit early. Nearly found extra bases. Might have cleared the bases with J-Rod at first. It's a foul ball. 2 strikes on the batter, 2 out. Team USA fans should be making noise right now, trying to get strike 3. They're not making enough noise, I got to tell you. Wells asks for time. Wells is giving you a reason to make more noise. Come on, USA fans. It's a gigantic moment in the game. I shouldn't be able to hear anything but crowd noise right now. Make some noise. We need strike 3. Come on. The 1-2 pitch. Fouled back. We'll do it again. Wake up. Come on, USA fans. Get yourself in the game. Get engaged. It's now or never. Look at these folks sitting there. Come on. Pitch. This one's hit in the air to left. It's going to be a can of corn for Roman Anthony. He's waiting. He's got it. And Skenes gets out of the jam. The U.S. hold on to this 2-1 lead. We're going to the 5th inning. All right, so Skenes, that's right at about 60 pitches, 15 per inning. That is normal. I mean, he could go 5, he could go 6. It's up to what happens as we go. We'll take it batter by batter, but Skenes should definitely come out for the 5th. Maybe an extra inning more after that. Folks, are you enjoying the game so far? Are you enjoying the game so far? It's now 6-4 for Team USA. Dominican Republic have the only error. 5 men left on for the U.S., 4 men left on for Dominican Republic. Every run in this game has been a solo home run. 2 for the U.S., 1 for Dominican Republic. Tense. Tense is good. We like tense. Folks, if it gets too tense around here, I got somebody here to calm you down, all right? Let me talk some sense into you, all right?
That's right. We can't have anyone freak out there, okay? We've got to keep our composure.
Exactly.
It's too far. There's too much to lose. We've got to keep our composure.
Are there things that make you angry?
We're going to be all right, folks. We're going to be all right. Don't worry about a thing.
This being Baltimore and all.
Because every little thing.
You never heard of Baltimore style?
Gonna be all right.
We're on a mission from God.
Don't worry.
It's a beautiful day in this neighborhood.
Oh boy, is this great!
All right, folks. 5th inning. A 5th inning. Hopefully it won't be a Yankee 5th. But it will be a Yankee 5th, at least to begin the inning. Aaron Judge is at the plate. Judge struck out with runners at 2nd and 3rd. With 1 out his last time up. Oh, I'm sorry. Bryce Harper's up. Judge is on deck. Forgive me. The broadcast was focused on Judge. Here's Harper, first pitch swinging. Shallow left field. High fly ball. Soto comes in to make the catch. Harper's retired. Judge up now. 1 down in the 5th. How far have they flown? Camanero's home run 401. Gunner's home run 400 even. Anthony's home run 421. Judge. First pitch is high from Mejia, who's out here after getting the final out of the 4th inning. Or the final 2 outs. Oh, wait. Judge gets into one. Deep center field. Looking up. Leaping. And a leaping grab by Julio Rodriguez. Unbelievable. The deepest part of the yard. Aaron Judge has been robbed. Julio Rodriguez. He got hops. Mad hops. I'm not sure if that would have left the yard, but it's certainly good for a double or maybe a triple. Show me exactly where this is. Did he rob it? It's hard to say. It was coming straight down. I think it's going to scrape off the top of the wall if he doesn't catch it. But either way, just an absolutely amazing catch from Julio Rodriguez. Perfectly timed. You can't do it better. 2 out in the inning. Boy, look at the reaction from the pitcher, Mejia. You can't get more happy than that. Schwarber up with an 0-1 count. Fouled away. It's 0-2. Yeah, I think that the ball, if it was going out at a more parallel angle to the ground, I would have said that one's leaving the yard, but the ball was coming almost straight down. And from where it was coming down, I think, yeah, it does not leave the yard if it's untouched. But still, short of calling it a home run robbery, it is one of the best damn catches you've seen in the history of this tournament. The count is 1-2 on Kyle Schwarber. Base is empty. 2 down. Mejia's pitch is foul back. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Wow, what a catch from Julio. That was fun. God, I love baseball. I just love... Oh, that's an easy play for said. Maybe. Here's a ground ball. Here's a diving attempt by the second baseman, but it's going to squirt through to right center field. Onto this. I tell you, folks, if you can hit the ball 105 or harder off the bat like a lot of these hitters do, there's nothing wrong with hitting ground balls in this ballpark. This grass will let that ball just shoot up the gaps. We got Gunnar due up, folks. And guess what? That's going to make Albert Pujols go to the bullpen, folks. Gunnar Henderson is getting special treatment. Man, that is just about a robbed home run. I want to say he pulled it back, but I can't. It's as close to robbing a home run as you can get. It is a fantastic catch. 2 down, top of the 5th, pitching change here for Dominican Republic. It's their 4th pitcher of the night. Huáscar Brazoban is on, a right-hander, I believe, right? Brazoban is coming in to relieve Mejia. Skenes is still out there for the U.S. He'll be coming out to pitch the bottom of the 5th, I would assume. Folks, I need a drink, and I need to do something about this ring light. It's melting my face. Getting hot over here, folks. Daylight hours, coming up on the 9 a.m. hour over here locally. Folks, we are just about to 60 likes, just 2 away. What do you say we get to 60 before the next pitch? If you're watching right now and you haven't hit the like button already, for those who have, by the way, thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
And I want to thank you very much for that. I really do.
But if you haven't done it already, I'm asking you folks out there to help out, help everybody else. We're just a couple away from 60, 1 away, in fact. And for those of you on the vertical side, I haven't forgotten about you. I just kind of neglect you. I kind of treat you like the last child in a big family. I still love you. I just maybe don't give you the amount of attention you deserve. Hey, how you doing there, Bob? Gunnar is due up. That's right, folks. Where's the hat? Folks, the hat hasn't gone anywhere. Gunnar and the hat have already delivered once tonight. A game-tying home run to get the U.S. on the board. Here comes Gunnar. Runner at first, 2 down.
His name's Gunnar, and he's dating my mom.
Gunnar Henderson, 1 for 2 with a home run. Runner at first is Schwarber. Brazoban was ready to pitch and then resets. From the belt, the first pitch is up and away for ball 1. I see on point in the vertical. Here's a ground ball. That's right to first base. Vlad Guerrero takes the one hopper and turns around, taps the bag to end the inning. We go to the bottom of the 5th, folks. We are halfway through this one. The U.S. are holding on to a 2-1 lead. Paul Skenes going to come out here for a 5th inning, folks. Yeah, we got Charles Adderley. We got four topic official. Folks, my reading skills are terrible. On point, Star Wars. Good to have you on the vertical side, folks. Feel free to tap that like button over there as well, folks. Hey, does anybody feel like getting a Magic membership? You can. By hitting the join button below, you become a Magic member. You get a pair of binoculars. You become an official bird watcher. And you support the channel for what works out to about 17 cents per ball game. That's right, folks. 17 cents a game. It don't get much cheaper than that. You can go back to like the Great Depression era, okay? That's about how far back you got to go. About 100 years. 95 years, let's call it. When maybe you could go to a ball game and get what you need for 17 cents. I'm bringing those prices back. That's right. Join today. Become a Magic member. Get some binoculars. Come on, give it a try. I'll be right back, folks. Oh, yeah, that includes extra innings for free.
I'm starting to adjust. I've gotten really into running 10Ks. I garden now, and I even bought season tickets for the Orioles, since that's what guys who can't satisfy women do.
What? What? All right, bottom of the fifth. It'll be Geraldo Perdomo to lead off for the Dominican Republic. Paul Skenes out here on 60 pitches. First one to Perdomo's top of the zone, strike one. Perdomo got hit by a pitch last time. Here's a breaking ball and foul tipped, 0-2 the count. Folks, Perdomo and then the top of the order for Dominican Republic. Tatis and Marte will hit in the inning. Here is the 0-2 to Perdomo. That is going to be hit out toward left center in shallow. Roman Anthony will come in and make the catch. Off the bat, that looked like it might be a little bloop job. But that ball hung up in the air long enough. Much to the happiness of USA fans, we got that first out here in the fifth. Here's Tatis. He is 0 for 2. Flied out in the first, grounded into a fielder's choice in the third. He came into this game tonight very hot in the tournament, hitting like 468. Now he's hitting just 389. Inside, ball one to Tatis. Phantom, that's the same thing I tell my lover every time we hop into the sack. You know what I'm saying? Here's a ground ball, third base side, and foul. Yeah, don't tell me about who is a better lover overall. Yeah, whatever. What about tonight? Huh? That's right. You can fill out a comment card after I'm done with you. 1 ball, 1 strike on Tatis. 1 out, nobody on. Bottom of the fifth. Skenes. Wind up and the pitch. That is a chopper. A big Baltimore chop to Gunnar. And oh no, it takes a weird bounce. And, oh, that makes it a foul ball. Okay. Gunnar did the right thing. He did not touch this ball that got some English on it. Once it hit that artificial grass, it skips foul. Gunnar almost touched it and decided better of it. I've done the same with a lot of women in Baltimore. You know what I mean? I thought about touching it, thought better of it, and here I am. The 1-2 to Tatis popped up behind the plate, out of play. Things are getting kind of quiet here at the ballpark. A little too quiet. The 1-2. That was a little roller. Barehanded by Gunnar to first. Oh, but it's off the bag. Harper has to come off the bag. Fair play. Harper keeps the ball from getting away. Gunnar didn't completely airmail it. He barehands this ground ball up the third base line. Nearly a fantastic play by Gunnar. He got a good grip on that ball, but unable to get the ball to first. Harper keeping it from getting away, so that's an infield hit for Tatis. One down. Here's Ketel Marte. Swing and a miss. Whew. A rising fastball. Let her high by the time Marte took a hack at it. Pitch number 70 tonight from Skenes. Here it comes. Way up and away. And the U.S. have up. Is that Tyler Rogers getting loose? Right-handed reliever. 1-1 the count on Marte. Pitch. Line drive up the middle, a base hit. Fielded by Crow Armstrong. Tatis puts on the brakes at second. Throw in behind him. Terang there to get the ball in from the outfield. But back-to-back base runners now off of Skenes. There's one out in the inning. There's a chance to get this inning over with on one pitch with a double play ball, but here comes the dangerous bat of Juan Soto. Tying run at second, go ahead run at first for the Dominican Republic. You got Soto up the lefty, but 3 straight righties due up after that. 4 straight righties. But that's going to do it for Skenes. They're going to bring in the lefty. I have to think there's no 3-batter minimum rule in this tournament. Please tell me there isn't. Because if we're going to the lefty Rogers, it should be only to face Soto and nothing else. And you got Guerrero, you got Machado, you got Caminero, and you got Julio Rodriguez all to follow after this. There can't be a 3-batter minimum. Somebody please confirm this. I'm bringing in Rogers for one guy. Hey, he might end the inning. Ground ball double play could do it. Otherwise, there better be a righty getting loose right now. There is a 3-batter minimum? Then what the hell are we doing? You got the matchup you want now, but there's only one out. Unless you get a double play, Guerrero's up. Then Machado, then Caminero, then Julio. You're going to Rogers? Oh, boy. I don't know about this. I don't know about this. Let's hope it works out. I'll moan about it later if I have to. But for now, let's be positive. Come on. I need a lucky. I mean, first of all, Soto is the kind of hitter where, I mean, are you getting that much of an advantage with a lefty versus a righty? I don't know. All right. There's Clay Holmes in the dugout. He's not available from the bullpen. Tyler Rogers. What? It says 18 starts with the Orioles. That's Trevor Rogers. Who the hell is on the... Wow. They are misidentifying on the national broadcast Tyler Rogers for Trevor Rogers. They put up the stats of Trevor Rogers. 18 starts with the Orioles last year. Unbelievable. They don't even know who the hell's on the mound. Juan Soto at the plate. Rogers. First pitch. That submarine delivery is low for ball one. What a blunder by the broadcast team. Pitch. That's a bouncer to second. Whip, step on the bag for one. Throw to first. Two. A double play. Hells yeah, Juan Soto, you bum. You hit it into an inning double play. It takes two to make it out of sight. Hit it. I want to rock right now. I'm BW and I came to get down. I'm not internationally known, but I'm known to rock a microphone. And we got Team USA. We're the boys who came out to play. Juan Soto had a big at bat, and he just fucked up. How about that? Yeah. Folks. Tyler Rogers, one batter. Thank you. Go hit the showers. Holy cow. We're going to the 6th inning. It's 2-1 U.S. Juan Soto. Oh, buddy. I feel for you, man. And I feel for a certain Yankee fan out there tonight. Don't worry, he plays for the Mets now. You don't have to garble anymore.
Big buck. Stop it all.
Yeah, I hope this. Yeah, what a performance from Trevor Rogers. I mean, Tyler Rogers. Good grief. What do we got coming up here? Will Smith set to lead it off for the U.S. Roman Anthony and Bryce Terang due up after. Top of the 6th inning. Looks like Huascar Brazoban, who only needed to throw 2 pitches to get the final out in the 5th, will stay out there for Dominican Republic with the right-handed batter Smith due up here to begin the 6th. Oh, because 3 righties, yeah. Oh, right, because, right. I keep thinking the reverse, like they brought in a lefty to get the one out. Yeah, so I messed that up entirely, didn't I? Who did I think they were bringing out? I guess I thought Tyler Rogers was a lefty too. I don't know. I'm just happy he got that double play from Soto. I might have screwed up on the call. My apologies. The count is 1-1 on Will Smith. We are in the top of the 6th. Smith is 1 for 2. A single back in the 2nd inning. Two and one on Smith. When do you go to Mason Miller? Probably when the top of the lineup comes around, anytime between the starting in the 8th inning. I would not wait to the 9th if in the 8th inning, Guerrero and Soto are hitting in that inning. I would bring them in to face those guys. Swing and a miss. Will Smith strikes out. Brazoban with the K. Roman Anthony. 7 hits in this classic. 2 of them have left the yard. He's driven in 7. Not too bad for a 21-year-old. I'm worried about what kind of damage he's going to do against us in head-to-head matchups 13 times in this coming season. It's the newest guy in the AL East that we probably have to learn how to pitch around. The count is 1-1 on Anthony. Oh, we don't have to worry about pitching around Devers anymore. Don't have to worry about Pregame over there. Hey, pitch around Anthony. 1-2 the count on Roman Anthony. 1 out, nobody on, in the top of the 6th. The 1-2 from Brazoban. Oh, that was nasty. A sinker started inside, broke back over the inside corner at the knees. Anthony, I don't blame you, buddy. You got frozen. Strike 3, 2 down. Here comes Bryce Terang. Terang 0 for 2. There's going to be a book. Can I get the audio version? Here comes Austin Wells. And Machado, the third baseman, looks like he's walking up as well to talk to Brazoban about something. They're about to face Bryce Terang with 2 down, bases empty. I mean, are they just talking about how Terang might lay a bunt down here? If that's the talk, well, how much is there to discuss? There's nobody on base. You got Terang due up with Crow Armstrong after him. Maybe Machado's saying, hey, if he bunts at third base side, Brazoban, get the hell out of my way. I'm going to field it. Otherwise, I don't know what they have to talk about here. First pitch, swing and a miss by Terang. 96 on the gun from Brazoban. The 0-1, right in there. Terang looks at strike 2. 2 strikes, 2 out. And the Dominican fans are making noise for the first time in a while. Infield playing deep. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Brazoban pumps his fist. He gets the K to end the inning. The U.S. are retired in order here in the top of the 6th. Bottom half coming up. USA 2, Dominican Republic 1. We got a nail-biter, folks. We got a nail-biter. Guess what? Rogers' night is over. Griffin Jax is going to come on the pitch now for the United States. So, Phantom, you missed on that. You missed. Yeah, that felt like a specialist situation, and I got to give credit to DeRosa, you know. You bring in that submarine pitcher, definitely a ground ball guy. You get the ground ball. Now you bring in Jax. He's more of a, a velocity guy. Rogers just kind of that crafty, tricky guy. He got what we needed. Griffin Jax. Come on out here and shut down this team. It's going to be Guerrero, Machado, and Caminero due up. Folks, wait, that's not right. 7:45 p.m. tomorrow is not right. I've got that scrolling info at the bottom of the screen. Oh, I haven't updated it. Next game's tomorrow evening, folks. Let me update this info at the bottom that I know nobody reads because nobody ever corrects me. Tomorrow evening, there's a game at 6 p.m. Coverage will start at 5:50. The Orioles will be playing the Boston Red Sox. So come on back at 5:50 p.m. tomorrow, folks. All right. Let's see if I can spell correctly. Okay, that's updated. Here's Griffin Jack, 73 games split between Minnesota and Tampa last season. Sorry, BW, I had to try and get into DeRosa's head. Well, there's your first mistake. You feel like you need a shower? All right, well, just turn up the volume. You can still hear the call from the shower. There's a pitch that bounces in there from Jax to Guerrero to begin this at-bat. That is not a good first pitch. 1-0 on Guerrero. One-run game. Here's the pitch. Right in there for strike one. Vlad shaking his head as if to say, okay, I've seen your arm slot. I now know where to look. 1-1 the count. Pitch. Bottom of the zone and a beauty. Jax just kissing the bottom line of that strike zone. The count is 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. Hit in the air. Center field, heading toward right center. Crow Armstrong can cover a lot of ground, and he makes it look easy with a catch in front of the track in deep right center. 1 out. Did I just see a highlight of Adam Jones's home run robbing catch from the World Baseball Classic many, many years ago? Yes, sir. They are comparing the Julio catch with Adam Jones. But Adam Jones definitely robbed a home run. That's the only difference. But that was a much lower wall. And this catch was just as tough. Maybe even tougher. We're all fans of Adam Jones. Don't hate me for saying that. Here's a ground ball in the hole at short. Nice stop by Witt. He pops up, throws, and plenty of time to get Machado. Oh, he made that look easy.
Besides that, it's all in the reflexes.
Bobby Witt Jr. Maybe the Manny Machado from the Oriole days might have been able to leg this one out, but not this Manny. He was out by 2 or 3 strides. Two down, nobody on. So far, so good from Jax. 2 outs on 6 pitches. Here's Caminero. First pitch swinging, center field, but right to Crow Armstrong. It's in his glove. 7 pitches, 3 outs for Griffin Jax. Fantastic. Folks, we're going to the late innings. 7th inning coming up. It's 2-1 United States. Let's refresh this information stuff. I haven't had to do it all night. That's a good sign, but I'm just going to go ahead and refresh it now. That way, hopefully, I don't have to worry about it for the rest of the night. Don't know why, but my phone YouTube is about 15 seconds ahead of my TV YouTube. It's cool. I'm ready for the real season start. My son's company he's a suite just to the right of home plate. What, here at the Miami Park? Lone Depot Park? Well, glad to have you, Bob. And well done by your son. He sounds like he's got some good seats. So a big game. This one is turning into an instant classic here. Anybody's ball game. 1-run game late. The pitching has dominated. It's been home run swings or nothing for the offense. Both sides. 6 men left on for the U.S., 5 left on for Dominican Republic. So they have had chances to put up more runs than this, but just the home run balls are putting the runs on the board. In that game versus Boston tomorrow evening, Kyle Bradish will get the start for the Orioles. For all you Baltimore fans, for all of you folks that are new to the channel, once again, by the way, tweeting out an hour ago after Gunnar Henderson hit that home run, Tyler Wells with a tweet that says, "I'm glad he's on my team." So am I, Tyler. So am I. All right, we're back at Lone Depot Park in Miami. Boy, look at that concourse area. It looks so clean and looks like a shopping mall. I mean, man, that does not look like the old days of Memorial Stadium walking through the concourse. Just concrete floors and you know, you got like stained walls from rain and stuff. It's Pete Crow Armstrong to lead it off. We got a new pitcher. Is that Abner Uribe? From the, yes it is, from the Brewers. Abner Uribe is on the pitch now for Dominican Republic. He's a good young right-handed arm. This ball's hit into center field. Going to be a easy play for Julio Rodriguez, and one center fielder flies out to the other. 2-pitch out for Uribe. PCA retired. Back to the top of the order for Bobby Witt Jr. Witt is 1 for 3. A single sandwiched between a couple of strikeouts tonight. Oh, you've got a suite at Camden Yards. Well, that's even better. First pitch hits the bottom of the zone for a strike at 98 from Uribe. I'd love to give Gunnar an extension. Here's a ball fouled away by Witt. 0-2. Right-hander up, it's David Bednar for the U.S. Swing and a miss, and Witt Jr. strikes out for the third time tonight on a filthy pitch there by Abner Uribe. 2 down in the inning. And Bryce Harper coming up. Folks, we want to get that subscriber count up at least once tonight. I know there's a lot of new eyes in here. Folks, I need you in the Charm City chat to help out. Here's a first pitch strike. If you believe in this channel, folks, if you're regulars here, I would love for you to maybe just pop a comment in the chat. For those who are new to see, and perhaps they'll believe you more than they will me. Give subscribing to this channel a chance. We are growing, but we need to grow more. And I'm not very good at the sales pitch. We got a count of a ball and strike on Harper. 2 down, bases empty. And that one is well, low, and inside from Uribe. 2-1. You do like the channel, don't you, Charm City chat? Again, if you want me to stick around, you're going to have to back me up from time to time. Here's a ground ball backhanded at second. And a nice play there by Marte to retire Bryce Harper. The inning is over, folks. We have reached the 7th inning stretch. We've got a break. It's the perfect time to try and get some new folks to subscribe. Isn't it, folks? 7th inning stretch. For those of you in the Baltimore area, Oriole fans, you know what we do. It's a tradition. Blah, 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 blah. It's a tradition. John Denver sings "Thank God I'm a Country Boy," and we throw some cakes on the griddle.
Thank God I'm a country boy. Thank God I'm a country boy. Thank God I'm a country boy. Thank God I'm a country boy.
All right, you want me to look in there right now and see what it says? You want me to see? Folks, we are 6 away. 6 subscribers from making that sub count move to 3780. Currently at 3774. We haven't had it move once tonight, which means we've only had maybe 2 new subscribers. I am really not good at the sales pitch, am I? We've got plenty of people here that are new. I know you're new. I know you are. Don't try to pretend you're not. Folks, please help me out and convince these folks. It's all I'm asking. If you do like the content, this isn't a threat, but you have to understand the channel needs to succeed in order for the channel to continue. And if you would like for it to continue, helping to promote the channel to people would be in your best interest. Just saying. Right. Anyway, I'll be right back. Got to go see a man about a horse.
He met a strange friend in the Chesapeake Bay.
All right, bottom of the 7th inning. It's the bottom of the order due up for Dominican Republic. Julio Rodriguez will lead off. Folks, we're up to 3775. We did get a new subscriber since my last push. 5 more to go. Bednar with his first pitch to J-Rod is in there for a strike. Bottom of the 7th inning, folks. It's getting tight. 2-1 U.S. This pitch is fouled straight back, 0-2 on J-Rod, who made that excellent leaping grab up against the center field wall to rob Aaron Judge. Was it not Aaron Judge? Unbelievable catch. 0-2 on Rodriguez. You know, they call Cal Raleigh the big dumper, but David Bednar could give him a run for his money in that department. This ball is off the end of the bat, popped up shallow left. Going out is the shortstop Witt, and he'll make the catch. A pop out to shortstop, 1 away in the bottom of the 7th inning. We're up to 70 likes on the horizontal side. Thank you so much for that, folks. Honestly, I do appreciate it.
And I want to thank you very much for that. I really do.
Just 5 subs away from making my night. Here's a fly ball to right. On the run is Judge. That ball is over his head. It's going to bounce up against the wall. Austin Wells will jog into second. He is standing there with a 1-out double. And Dominica. The Dominican crowd, they are pumped. They've got the tying run in scoring position. Austin Wells, the number 8 batter, coming through. He's 1 for 3 now on the night. Here comes Perdomo. Perdomo batting just 182 in the series. He was hit by a pitch, 0 for 1 otherwise. That's a big... They're going to stick with Perdomo. I was wondering, do you have maybe a pinch hit situation for him? I know he's a switch hitter, so he's batting left-handed. But maybe you got a bigger bopper and then another guy you can plug in at short for the remainder of the game. They're going with Perdomo. Maybe he can deliver. 1-0 pitch is called a strike, and that was low, folks. We got helped out by the ump. That had plenty of the plate from Bednar, but that second pitch was low. We get a strike called. It's 1-1 on Perdomo. Wells at second base. He's the tying run, 1 out. Bednar from the belt. The pitch. Swing and a pop foul. Out of play. It wasn't a great swing from Perdomo. It just looked like he was indecisive, got a high fastball, made contact. I'm sure he's happy that it just went out of play. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch. That's high, 2-2. Perdomo does hit much better from the right side. Thank you for that info, Phantom. So, yeah, I mean, I would have considered. There's a line drive base hit, and consider this, says Perdomo. Wells is told to put on the brakes at third. The throw is offline toward Will Smith at home plate. Wells might have been able to score there. But he gets the stop sign. It's 1st and 3rd with 1 out for Dominican Republic. Perdomo delivers. He went with that ball toward the opposite field gap. A line drive. Wells. He did have to initially take his first step back to second. Not sure if the ball would get out of the infield, and then got the stop sign at third. 1st and 3rd. And we're back to the top of the order for Fernando Tatis Jr. Here we go. First pitch. Swing and a miss. Oh, my. A splitter from Bednar. The U.S. want a strikeout. They really want a double play ball. A lot of ways for the Dominican Republic to at least tie the ball game here. The pitch. Up and in. Ball 1. Don't hit him. Please, Hammer, don't hit him. Nervous times. I don't care which team you're rooting for. 1 ball, 1 strike on Tatis. The pitch. There goes the runner. It's a foul tip. Just got a piece of that. Did Tatis? Or no? Did he just miss it entirely and Perdomo gets a stolen base? The ball was out of the glove of the catcher on the ground. I thought maybe it was a foul tip. So Perdomo gets second base on that pitch, and now a double play, a conventional ground ball double play, not in order. Swing and a miss! Who needs a double play? Bednar with the strikeout for the second out with runners at second and third. Oh, my.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear? Well, y'all come back now, you hear? Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
2 down. It's going to be up to Ketel Marte. This is a golden opportunity for Dominican Republic. But they need to come through right now, or else they will have squandered this chance. Both teams have had chances to add on to these runs tonight. 0-1 on Marte, a foul ball. The next pitch. Swing and a miss. 97 from Bednar. Marte dialed up on that swing. Came up with air. 2 strikes, 2 out. The U.S. trying to cling to this 1-run lead late. A base hit could potentially reverse the lead to Dominican Republic. And that's a foul ball. Still 0-2. $16 pitches so far from Bednar in the inning. Got an 0-2 count. The pitch. That's upstairs. Will Smith set up a high target. Bednar with a letter-high fastball. Marte not interested. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The umpire grants time to Marte. He'll go through the routine of adjusting the gloves. And he's already back in the box. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 down. The pitch. Swing and a miss on a curveball. Bednar with the yacker to get the punch out. And the inning is over. The Dominican Republic strand the tying and go-ahead runs in scoring position. It's still 2-1 U.S. as we go to the 8th inning.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Hit the bricks, pal. You're done.
You get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
Well, when you gotta go, you gotta go.
Folks, we are getting later. And we are still 5 subscribers away from making that sub count turn over just 1 time tonight. That's all BW's looking for. I'm not a greedy guy. Folks. Hi, how you doing? I'm just looking for some subs. I'm looking for some new subs, baby. A new sub. Yeah. I'm looking for some new subs, baby. Some new subs. That's probably not going to help do it, is it? Folks, I got nothing. I really don't know how else to do this. I'm just sitting here wondering, I got buddies running similar channels, putting up similar numbers, similar crowds, size. They bring up subscribing. They bring it up all the time. I mean, if there is a moment of no action in a ball game, it's just like and subscribe, like and subscribe, like and subscribe. To the point where even I think it's a little bit too much. I bring it up maybe every 20 minutes on average. And that's only when I'm really trying. Most nights I mention it once or twice. But I'm hoping with a big game like this to get a lot of subscribers tonight, folks. So if you're not subscribed, give it a chance. The button is below. It's free. Okay? It's free. Sir Anthony Dominguez, an ex-Oriole relief pitcher, now the closer for the White Sox. He will come in to face the 3, 4, 5 batters in the U.S. order, beginning with Aaron Judge. So second former Oriole reliever to come out of the pen for Dominican Republic tonight. First pitch fouled back by Judge. Judge with a single his first time up. He's been retired since. 1 for 3. This pitch on the outside edge called strike 2. Dominguez. Sir Anthony, former Knight of the Orange Table, has got himself an 0-2 count. Thank you, Rob. Catcher setting up on the outer half of the plate. The pitch, that one bounces 5 feet in front of the plate. My goodness. Talk about a waste pitch. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Bob says, get them, BW. Keep the good work coming. By the way, I grew up in between Ellicott City and Elk Ridge, so it's always been Orioles and Colts. Now the Ravens many, many times and years. Good to hear, Bob. Here's a swing and a miss. Judge strikes out. A high splitter from Sir Anthony. Folks, I want to hit the strike 3 button, but I'd be rooting for the wrong team if I did. But I'm happy to see an ex-Oriole strike out Aaron Judge, as long as it means the U.S. still win the game. I'll take it. Schwarber's due up next. Gunnar will hit after that. And ball one to Schwarber. Goes to the backstop. The U.S. offense has really cooled off after going 6 for their first 15. They're just 1 for their last 14 in this lineup. Schwarber had that one hit, I believe, in the 5th inning, a single. He's 1 for 2. He looks at a strike. He was also hit by a pitch back in the 1st. One and one on Schwarber. The pitch. Low. A splitter from Sir Anthony. Folks, we are now 4 subscribers away from 3780. 4 from watching that counter move for the first time tonight. That pitch is outside to Schwarber. The count goes to 3-1. Gunnar Henderson is on deck. Just a matter of whether or not he'll have a man on base for him. But he will hit next in the 8th. The 3-1 pitch. That's ball 4. Take your best, Schwarber. Your best?
I'm walking here. I'm walking here.
Take your base, Schwarber. And give us your best, Gunnar. There, I saved it.
His name's Gunnar and he's dating my mom.
Oh, we've got 10. My, oh my, look at this. Coming in, it's Riddlin 2024, folks, with a huge gift. 10 Magic memberships. This might be a first. I've seen folks give away 1. I've seen folks give away 5. How about this from Riddlin? I need some Riddlin. Here's Gunnar, folks. The pitch right in there, right in the middle of the zone for strike 1. Sir Anthony, a former teammate of Gunnar. The 0-1. Oh, he tried to check his swing. The appeal, he did not go. Gunnar laid off. It was close. So we got free memberships for XU23, Malice in Wonderland, Axel, Skinny Cat Variety Hour, Just a Hemorrhoid, Earl. Here's the pitch to Gunnar. That's a strike. 1-2 the count. Alpha Roselle, Ashton Shorter, Eric, Edmund, or Demond, Lomax. A lot of new members in here. The pitch. That's low. Gunnar lays off. It's 2-2. Come on, Charm City chat. Your boy is at the plate in a close one with a runner at first. Come on, Gunnar. The 2-2. Hit on the ground. Second base. The flip to second for 1. Perdomo to first. It's in time. No.
Big buck. Stop it all.
A double play ball from Gunnar ends the inning. No. Oh, Roo. No. Folks, my inner Dundalk is coming out. Folks, we go to the bottom of the 8th. The U.S., they need more runs. This is too damn close. This is a soccer score. And this ain't soccer. We need some runs, folks. We're going into the bottom of the 8th inning. Just one more chance to come up to hit for Team USA. I almost called them the Orioles. Just, Freudian slip. Folks, 4 away on the subscriber count. Charm City asks, do you want me to send you some marshmallow donuts from Herman's? First of all, folks, the answer to any question involving giving me donuts is a yes. Unfortunately, I live in another country, and there are laws about shipping food internationally. Unfortunately, I would not be able to receive your donuts. And it might take a while to get here, so those donuts aren't going to be at their freshest anyway. But I do appreciate the gesture. I will eat donuts. Luckily, I don't eat them that often out here because I had... Folks, you want to talk about a bug issue. I got some donuts. It was like a six pack in a little like box with a little flap open box. You close the box. I brought them home with me. I set them on the kitchen counter. And I'd already eaten like 2 of the donuts. I go into the other room. I'm chilling. And maybe a half hour after chilling, I'm like, you know what? I'm ready for another donut. And that's why I left them out. I didn't want to put them in the fridge and get cold. They lose that nice, soft, chewy texture. But I'd only left them on the counter for half an hour. And I live in Thailand, folks, so I'm telling you right now, the ants, the house ants that come to get your sweet food if you leave it out, they are a different breed out here, folks. I went back to check on those donuts after sitting in a closed box, for 30 minutes. I opened the box. Gwyneth Paltrow's decapitated head would have been a better scene inside that box when I opened it than what I saw, which was the remaining 4 donuts absolutely covered in ants. Just an entire box filled with ants. They got a whiff of those donuts, and I don't know where they were, but they all showed up. And, yeah. Now I never eat a donut here in my apartment. I'll have them when I'm out and about. Hey, folks, we're in the bottom of the 8th inning. I hope you enjoyed my donut story. Juan Soto is at the plate. Garrett Whitlock is the new pitcher for the U.S. The count is 1-1, and Whitlock hits the inside corner with a strike on Soto to make it 1-2. Juan Soto has been held in check 0 for 3. He hit into that double play his last time up. 1-2. He checks his swing. It's a called strike 3, and Soto is hopping mad. That pitch did look a little low. Oh, I'm so sorry, Juan. I'm so sorry for your misfortune.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear? Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Sorry about that, bud.
Hit the bricks, pal. You're done.
You get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
Well, I say when you gotta go, you gotta go.
How about this? Peace, love, dope. Now get the hell out of here.
Vlad Guerrero has a count of a ball and no strikes, and a slider swung on and missed, makes it 1-1. Guerrero 1 for 3. Soto is 0 for 4. Swing and a miss. And Guerrero loses the bat, not in the way you normally do on a swing. It didn't go flying toward a dugout somewhere. He just fell out of his hand next to the plate. It's 1-2. 1 out, nobody on. We're in the bottom of the 8th. The pitch from Whitlock. He tries to get another chase low and away, but that one was out of the zone all the way in, and Guerrero able to lay off. 2-2. 5 outs from playing in the WBC final with a 1-run lead. Another attempt at a pitch low and away, and Guerrero again lays off. Luckily, nobody on base as this ball bounced far away from Will Smith. Full count on Guerrero. Whitlock. Here he comes. A line drive foul. That was in on the hands, and Guerrero went to the other side of the field with a late swing. He will see what he does with the next pitch. 3-2 once more. Swing and a comebacker. Right to Whitlock. He will go halfway to first and flip it to Harper for out number 2. Guerrero retired. How about this from Garrett Whitlock? A strikeout of Soto and a comebacker from Guerrero. Treating these sluggers like little leaguers. Here's Manny Machado. One more out to get. And hopefully Mason Miller going to get ready for the 9th. And we'll be through this top half of the order for that 9th inning. It'll be the bottom 4 if we retire Manny Machado right now. It's still a tough bottom 4, but it's better than the top 4 or 5 guys. That pitch is up and away. Ball 1 to Manny Machado. He's 1 for 3. Next pitch, swing and a miss. Manny chased a bad one. Low and away, unhittable. 1 ball, 1 strike. Winner of this game will play the winner of Venezuela versus Italy tomorrow night. There's a swing and either a miss or a foul tip at the plate. It's strike 2 on Machado. Folks, make some noise. We are 1 strike away from taking this game to the 9th inning with a lead. That is what the deal is, and the crowd seems to just now understand it. The umpire will step out and give time to Machado, who doesn't even walk out of the box. He just wants the crowd to shut up. Here we go, the 1-2 pitch. Way outside, 2-2. Boy, Manny would have looked bad if he swung at that. He has life. It's 2 balls, 2 strikes on Machado. The pitch. He swung and missed. Another one low and away. 3rd time's a charm for Whitlock. See you later.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear? Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Hit the bricks, pal. You're done.
You get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
Well, I say when you gotta go, you gotta go.
How about this? Peace, love, dope. Now get the hell out of here.
Folks, we go to the 9th inning. USA 1 inning away from the WBC final.
Ante up and kick in like men. Like men!
And again, folks, I don't care who we get matched up against. You do not take any opponent for granted. But if you told me that the U.S. would have a chance to play in the final with the opposition being one of Venezuela or Italy instead of a team like Japan or Dominican Republic, I would be like, yeah, sounds good to me. That sounds like a better chance of winning the whole damn thing. But you got to go out and do it, folks. Especially, man, Italy. I am not taking Italy for granted at all. Venezuela better not either tomorrow night. There is something about Team Italy that is the reason why they make a lot of sport stories into movies, folks. Hollywood stuff happening from Team Italy. And as I was saying, when they beat the U.S. now, 5 or 6 days ago, whatever it was, 4 or 5 days ago, that country, just from that one alone, never mind the fact that they got through and won their quarterfinal game, the product of baseball in the country of Italy is going to explode because of this tournament, and that makes me so happy because that is a country involved in this thing that isn't exactly as passionate about the game of baseball on a national level as a lot of these other countries are. We know Korea and Japan and the Asian part of the world are obsessed. We know that Latin America loves baseball. We'd love to see this game get embraced by other places around the world, wouldn't we, folks? If Italy got a league going, started to build things up, maybe before I'm dead, they'll have themselves a really nice league over there. But I got a feeling that things are starting. The wheels are turning now, and baseball is going to see a jump in appreciation and participation in Italy. It's really exciting. Folks, is it Camilo Doval coming on in relief in the top of the ninth? Doval will face Will Smith. Roman Anthony, actually, scratch that. Anthony is out of the ballgame, folks. We have two defensive changes. Well, not defensive. Two changes. Ernie Clement came in to pinch run for Kyle Schwarber, and I missed it. So Clement is now in the DH spot. And Pete Crow Armstrong has moved to left field. Byron Buxton is into the game in center field. Roman Anthony out of the ballgame now for defensive purposes. Anthony's spot in the order is due up next, and it'll be Byron Buxton to hit. But right now it's Will Smith at the plate with a count of 2 balls, no strikes. And there's a called strike. That was a gift from the ump. That was 2 inches outside, but the umpire has also missed calls the other way, and I don't think it's even yet. I think we should be thankful with some of the calls made by the umpire tonight. The 2-1 pitch is outside from Doval. 3-1 the count. That's right, folks. I will refund your money if you are not satisfied with your subscription. We are now 3 subscribers away from $37.80. 3. So face it, folks. If just 3 of you right now went ahead and did it, you'll watch that number move. And then we can all go, yay! All right? What do you say? That's okay. No harm will come to you. Here comes the payoff pitch. Called strike 3 on Smith. Doval hits the inside edge. First out here in the top of the ninth. Byron Buxton will get his first plate appearance of this ball game. Roman Anthony's place in the lineup. Anthony had a home run tonight. Buxton is hitless, 0 for 5 in the Classic, and he takes low for ball 1. The long and winding road that leads to 3,780 subscribers. Those are the lyrics, right? It's 2-0 on Buxton. Very famous lyrics. This one's popped up. Behind the plate, out of play. 2-1 on Buxton. Mason Miller, there he is. I think he might already be warm. He's just standing there right now. Ready to come in for the bottom of the ninth. The 2-1 to Buxton from Doval. Here it is. That is a called strike, and that might be the worst call of the night from the ump. That was not only outside by 3 inches, could have been low. 2-2 the count. The pitch. That one's lined foul off to the right. A little late on that one, Buxton. Still 2-2. Duvall. Here he comes on 2-2 again. Swing and a miss. That slider low and away on the right-hander. Always a tough pitch. Righty versus righty. That low and away slider is just about the toughest pitch. You can't lay off of it. It just keeps running away from you. Even if you hit it, you're probably fouling it off or making weak contact. 2 down in the inning for Bryce Terang. And he fouls one away. A cutter at 98 from Duvall. Last chance for the U.S. to add on to this 1-run lead. It's been 2-1 now. All the way back since the top of the 4th inning. Both teams' offenses have gone cold. This is fouled back 0-2. Not that they were ever red hot tonight. They've gotten their hits. 7 for the U.S., 8 for the Dominican Republic. But none of those hits have driven in runs other than solo home runs. The 0-2 to Bryce Terang. Oh, he checked his swing. Hard appeal, but no, he didn't go. Terang has life with 2 strikes and 2 outs here in the top of the 9th. There is a woman in the first row asleep. Oh, boy. Probably ate too much of those concessions. Here's a ground ball. That's a fair ball up the first base line. Guerrero, his momentum as he fields the ball, can't help but hit the first base bag. That ends the inning, folks. We are going to the bottom of the 9th. The bottom of the 9th in the World Baseball Classic semifinal. The U.S. lead it 2-1. 3 outs to go. Mason Miller is going to be asked to get the save.
Close the door. Close the door. Close the door.
Folks. Folks, I am BW, a.k.a. the Birdwatcher. Thanks for tuning in this Birdwatcher Channel special event. We've been following the World Baseball Classic. We've covered every game for Team USA. And hopefully we'll have one more to go in a couple of nights. We are 3 outs away from making the final of the World Baseball Classic. Folks, a lot has happened since a few nights ago where we had to sit and watch Italy play Mexico and wonder what our fate was with 2 other teams, not us, in charge of our destiny. It was a bit of a crap show from Mark DeRosa and everybody else involved with the handling of that pool stage. But the U.S., backed by some really good pitching here tonight, facing this incredibly stacked Dominican Republic lineup. They are 3 outs away from putting all that behind them and playing in the final. Again, with no Japan there, it's going to be Venezuela or Italy. And folks, I don't know which I'd rather face. I mean, historically, Venezuela, has done more damage in this tournament and probably has more established major leaguers throughout their roster versus Italy, but Italy is just playing like the Cinderella team that they are. I'm not counting them out. Here we go, folks. Mason Miller for all the marbles. Junior Caminero will step into the box. He's got a home run, the only run of the night from Dominican Republic. He took Skenes deep. Feels like a long time ago. That gave Dominican Republic a 1-0 lead. Mason Miller's first pitch is a heater fouled away, 101 on the gun. Folks, 3 subscribers away from making me happy. Come on. We're so close to winning. What better way to celebrate along with the channel. Swing and a miss. Oh, 102, top of the zone. Forget about it. You would have had to start your swing last Thursday to catch up to that pitch. 0-2 the count on Caminero. Miller's pitch. Fouled away. Again 102, and Caminero flicks it away. Julio Rodriguez is on deck, and Austin Wells due to hit third. The 0-2, and he swung at one that bounced in there. Smith will have to get the ball and throw it to first. He does. Caminero strikes out, one away in the ninth.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear? Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Smith at first had no idea where that ball was. Luckily, he picked it up and throws out Caminero. Julio Rodriguez. 2 outs to go. First pitch is a slider. Tried a front door, but it stayed inside for ball 1. Julio's 0 for 2. Hitting just 176. He's got the worst average in this lineup currently for Dominican Republic. Everybody else is hitting 250 or better. He's down to 176. He's got a 2-0 count right now, though. The pitch. That's high for ball 3. Miller out of the zone, 3 straight pitches. You do not want to walk the tying run on against a lineup like this. The 3-0. Top of the zone, just caught it. Strike 1. A lot of the ballpark are on their feet. Unless you're sitting in the most expensive seats, you're refusing to stand up. You didn't pay this much money to stand with the common people. Ew. Here comes the 3-1. That bounces in there. Full count. That's ball 4. And Miller walks the tying run. And J-Rod with plenty of speed. Not what you'd expect out of Mason Miller there. You'd expect him to just challenge him with a heater in the zone. May the best man win. O'Neal Cruz is going to pinch hit for Austin Wells. How about this? We are trading one lefty hitter for another. O'Neal Cruz from the Pirates. Folks, we know about this guy. And there's going to be a conference here for Team USA. They're going to talk about O'Neal Cruz. Bit of a scouting report here. Give him the heater. Hey, folks, we got a mound meeting. We're still looking for subscribers. Come on, sub. It's free. Would you like the U.S. to win? Subscribe. Andy Pettit pats Mason Miller on the chest and says, "Go get him, kid." O'Neal Cruz, this guy, you want to talk about hitting a baseball hard. Nobody hits him harder than this guy. It's this consistency that's holding him back from being a superstar. But, man, when O'Neal Cruz gets a hold of one, look out. Here we go. Power against power. First pitch, and that ball gets away. It bounces out of the glove of Will Smith. Oh, my goodness. What a disaster. The tying run now in scoring position. A ground ball double play to end the ball game is no longer on the table. And Smith, you need to receive this pitch. It's just bouncing out of the middle of his mitt. Oh, my. The 1-0 pitch to Cruz. Swing and a miss. Oh, that's power on power right there. 100, top of the zone. Man, oh man, let's hope that pass ball does not affect the outcome of this inning. 1-1 to Cruz. That bounces in there. My goodness, Smith had to be ready again. If he wasn't, that tying run could have gotten a third with only one out. Big save by Smith there. 2-1 on Cruz. Perdomo is on deck. The 2-1. Swing and a miss. Oh, doctor. 101 on the gun. That mitt popped. You could see the dirt kicked up after that ball hit the mitt. 2 strikes on Cruz. Mason Miller, give him the heater. Give him the heater. The 2-2. Here it is. Swung on, ground ball right to Witt at second. He will go to the one play at first to get Cruz. J-Rod moves up to third base with 2 down. It's up to Geraldo Perdomo. 1 out to go. Tying run 90 feet away for Dominican Republic. And by the way, that was a bang-bang play at first. Cruz, who has been accused of lack of hustle from time to time, he busted it down the line there, but he could not beat it out. Here's Perdomo. Here we go. 1 out away from the final. Mason Miller. First pitch is high. If Perdomo keeps it going, Fernando Tatis Jr. is on deck. The pitch, top of the zone, called a strike, and Miller just kissed the top of the zone at 101. I mean, right on the money. 1 ball, 1 strike. The third baseman is playing parallel to the bag. The rest of the infield is back. Here's a called strike 2. 1 strike left for the U.S. Get on your feet. Get on your feet. Get up and make it happen. Come on, folks. 2 down, 2 strikes in the bottom of the 9th. The U.S. ahead 2-1. Tying run 90 feet away. Miller from the belt. The pitch. Way outside, 2-2. Hang in there. Come on, Charm City chat. Let me know you're alive. The 2-2. Here it is. He looked at that slider drop below the zone. It's a full count. Miller was looking for a chase. Give him the heater. Full count. 2 down in the bottom of the 9th. The pitch. Swung on. Popped foul into the crowd. Oh, my. Perdomo hanging tough. He'll see another pitch. Miller up to 20 in the inning. Julio Rodriguez is at third base. So you don't want a wild pitch either. Another 3-2. Fouled again by Perdomo. He fouled off one at 101 miles an hour. And he's looking cool as a cucumber up there. Like, what's the problem? Give me the next pitch. How do you handle the pressure? Another 3-2, 2 out, bottom of the 9th pitch coming from Mason Miller. And it's a called strike 3. And oh no, the umpire blew it. That breaking ball was low. But the U.S. aren't going to argue. They are moving on. Strike 3, game over. The U.S. win it 2-1. We're going to the final.
It's magic, you know. It's magic. On a magic carpet ride. On a magic carpet ride. You believe in magic. Break out.
Wow. Wow. That pitch was not strike 3. That was ball 4. And that's how the tournament ends for Dominican Republic. I would be so upset. This umpire, look, folks, let's be honest. Let's be honest. I mean, let's look at this pitch. Oh, yeah. That is low by 5 inches. That is so bad. And, folks, that's not the only bad call by the ump that went in our favor tonight. And I'm not talking about just some random pitch with nobody on, nobody out. There have been big pitches called in our favor when they shouldn't have been. And the game ends on one of those, maybe the worst of the night. It's like the ump gave up on it. It was a breaking ball. It was middle of the plate. It had the zone until it dropped in there at the last moment. Look at the height difference now. No telephone books on the field. Right, Rosenthal? Oh, my God. We represent the Lollipop Guild, the Lollipop Guild, the Lollipop Guild. We represent the Lollipop Guild. Holy cow, dude, shouldn't you be in a tree making cookies? Holy cow, look at this. Hey. So, what did you think, Mr. Skenes? That was a really nice effort. Follow the yellow brick road all the way to the WBC final. Oh, what did you think? Seriously, Paul, get down on a knee and have an eye-to-eye conversation with this guy. Come on. I mean, Ken's neck is hurting right now from... Folks, you ever have to sit in the front row of a movie theater to watch a movie because it's a big crowd and you showed up late? And you have to watch the movie like this? This is Ken Rosenthal talking to Paul Skenes. So, Paul, by the way, nice nose hairs. Just really well-trimmed, well-manicured nose hairs, I'm noticing. That's the advantage of being my height, you know. You really get a bird's eye view, more of a worm's eye view, really. It's kind of the opposite of a bird's eye view, now that I think about it. So, Paul. Oh, sorry. Hey, folks. We could not get to 3780 on the subscribers. I tell you, I mean, I thought I called a hell of a ball game here. There weren't any technical problems tonight. There weren't any visitors like you-know-who. We won. Gunnar Henderson with the game-tying homer to get the U.S. going. I really felt like I checked every box on this call tonight. And yet, chat revenue tonight, $0. And subscriber count has not moved. That is a little demoralizing, folks. I'm going to be honest. The likes got up to 80. That's great. Okay? I do hope some of you folks that have found the channel will come back and check it out again. Don't take my complaining as anything too serious, okay? Just, you know, it's a big game. I was just hoping to get a few more subs, maybe some super chats. It's okay. The final will be on the air in a couple of nights. Is it an 8 o'clock start time? I'm assuming it is. We'll have to wait and see who our opponent will be. It'll be Italy or Venezuela. Folks, I got to tell you, if it's U.S. versus Venezuela, not to get into it, but obviously beyond the sports world, that would be an interesting matchup. And U.S.-Italy, well, what do we got going on there? I don't know. I do love Italian food. I know that much. Folks, let's wrap it up, shall we? Is it time to goo? Let me go through this box score here one time. Just one time. So the final score is 2-1 U.S. The Dominican Republic out-hit the U.S. 8-7. They had an error. The U.S. did not. Single hits. Nobody had 2 hits in our lineup tonight. Single hits from Witt, Harper, Judge, Schwarber, Gunnar, Smith, and Anthony. Gunnar and Anthony with the solo home runs to provide the offense. Paul Skenes started the game. He gave up 1 earned run. That was the home run to Junior Caminero. He scattered 6 hits. He didn't walk anybody. His ERA in the tournament is 1.08. He only struck out 2 in 4 1/3. Tyler Rogers came in and got two big outs on one pitch, a ground ball double play. I mean, he threw 2 pitches, but one pitch that induced 2 outs. Griffin Jacks scored through a scoreless 6th inning. Bednar gave up a couple of hits in the 7th, but struck out a pair and held the line there. Garrett Whitlock with another impressive outing. Folks, Griffin Jacks, David Bednar, Garrett Whitlock, and Mason Miller. This is not their first appearance of the tournament tonight, but all 4 of those guys did not give up a run, and all 4 have an ERA of 0.00 in the tournament. So the bullpen has been fantastic. Here are the ERAs listed from top to bottom for Team USA. 1.08, that's Skenes, followed by 5 straight arms that read 0.00. Folks, it's Bluto Blutarski's GPA on display here with these ERAs, folks. Bluto, where are you at?
Over?
Huh?
Did you say over?
No.
Nothing is over until we decide it is.
All right, Bluto, calm down. Chug another bottle of Jack. You'll be fine. I was just saying. These ERAs are like your GPA, my friend. Which is to say 0.00. Meanwhile, for the Dominican Republic, it's really all about not coming through in the clutch. I do have to tip my cap to Julio Rodriguez for making what I think is the best defensive play of this tournament so far. An amazing wall grab and dead center field off the bat of Aaron Judge. But Judge also needs credit for gunning a runner out at third base. I think that was Tatis that got nailed at third on a ground ball through the right side to Judge. Actually, it wasn't even a ground ball. It was like a one-hop liner into the Judge's glove. He fired to first and nailed Tatis. That was huge. Yeah. Good stuff. And I do think that going into the final, you stay with this lineup. The only change I would consider is if it is a left-handed starter for Venezuela, I would probably switch out Pete Crow Armstrong again for Byron Buxton and just get one more right-handed bat versus a lefty bat. It was a lefty-heavy lineup tonight. 6 lefty bats in this lineup. So if he didn't make any changes, you don't want to have 6 lefty bats against a lefty starter. I don't know who Venezuela might be using if they do advance. I'm only talking about Venezuela as if Italy doesn't have a chance. I need to stop doing that. Italy could certainly make this final as well, but I don't think Italy has a lefty starter, do they? They'll probably go back to Michael Lorenzen if they do get that far. unless Lorenzen is pitching tomorrow night. Lorenzen pitched against us. He was brilliant, and he should be on schedule to start either tomorrow or in the final. I'm not sure which. Either way, yeah, that pretty much wraps it up. Severino, he came out looking sharp. He did give up just the 1 earned run in 3 1/3 innings. He did not walk a batter. He struck out 6. But 1 home run ball, and Gregory Soto came in, gave up the other home run ball. Rest of the way, no runs given up. Huascar Brazoban, 3 strikeouts in an inning and a third. Camilo Duvall, 2 strikeouts in a clean inning. Abner Uribe with a clean inning with a strikeout. So, and Sir Anthony Dominguez, he had a walk, but also had a strikeout and a scoreless inning. So, it was a pitching duel, and it's fun to watch. These two very strong lineups. And I told you, folks, pitching beats hitting, every day of the week. If you're going to talk about the best pitching in the world against the best hitting in the world, you're going to have to favor the pitchers. Starting in the final, by the way, this is probably something we should mention. From what I've heard, this has not been confirmed yet, but Joe Ryan, right-handed starting pitcher for the Minnesota Twins, Ryan appears to be set to join the roster and take over one of the other spots in the pitching staff. And Joe Ryan, I believe, is going to start that final. The other option would be Nolan McLean to go back to him, but after what he did against Italy, I don't think we want to do that. I think you go to Joe Ryan, and then if anybody else is available, which should be just about anybody except Paul Skenes, just have him ready to go. Roman Anthony's being interviewed right now. Oh, look at A-Rod. I can see with the HD, A-Rod. You're getting older, buddy. You're getting older. No amount of money can stop time. And all your money won't another minute by. Dust in the wind. All we are is dust in the wind. All we are is dust in the wind. Everything is dust in the wind. Oh, sorry. Folks, a little Kansas to bring you home tonight. Take me home tonight. All right, so this was a Sunday night affair. So we're talking Tuesday night, Tuesday the 17th, 8 o'clock. Coverage will begin at 7:30. We're going on early. All right? But we've got Oriole games on before then. So I hope to see you back here tomorrow, early evening. 5:50 p.m. going on the air to cover the Orioles playing the Boston Red Sox. Boston. Going to cover that game. We got Kyle Bradish starting that one for us. So hope to see you back for that one, folks. That's going to do her here, folks. Let me see if there's anybody I can send you to as a redirect. If not, we are done. It's 20 after 11 on the East Coast on a Sunday night. You guys are probably ready for bed. I don't see anybody. There's upcoming events, but nothing live right now. I guess I need to go ahead and I can't make the thumbnail. Not until we get a winner of Italy versus Venezuela. Thumbnail will be ready this time tomorrow. Look out for the event, folks. The final, USA versus Italy or Venezuela. I kind of hope it's Italy. Because I feel like I would be happy with the result either way. I want us to win, of course, but if Italy beat us instead of Venezuela, I'd feel better about it just for how great that is for their country and for the sport, for the future of that country. It would be a hell of a story. It's the only story I'm going to accept other than a USA championship, okay? So I'm going to root for Italy tomorrow night, but I'm going to be covering the Orioles and the Red Sox. So that game is going to bleed a little bit into the Classic. Maybe we'll just sort of watch along, and I won't go off the air. I don't know. We'll see. So it could be a longer than usual bonus extra time stuff going on tomorrow night's game. All right, that's going to do it for me, folks. I'm tired. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for the help. Thanks for your time. I appreciate it. Until next time, folks, have a good Sunday night. I will see you tomorrow evening. This has been the BirdWatcher, and I will chirp at you later, folks. The U.S. are going on to the World Baseball Classic final. Final score here tonight, 2-1 over the Dominican Republic. All right, I'll chirp at you later, folks. Take it easy.